And
The tumble.
and we're rolling. Cool. What a good day it is. What a good time to be playing D&D. For no reason whatsoever, I want to just like really quickly go through all you guys' characters, just a very brief like physical description and like just like a nutshell of what the heck your character is and what they've been up to. So let's start with Shade, the Vanished One.
All right. Shade is a slightly over 7 foot tall tiger man. He is heavily muscled, large imposing figure, piercing blue eyes. He wears heavy armor, currently chainmail, and a cool like gladiator style helm. He wields a glaive that he uses to strike down his foes. And he has a cool like helper who is like a shadow of himself that he can attack through and do other cool, nifty, fun stuff. Yeah, his main purpose is stand in front and don't let things pass me to the squishies. That's his job.
Yeah. And what does it mean to be the Vanished One?
The Vanished One, yes. Shade went by another name. So far, it is Lukos. And he was one of the original Dragonlords that came to Thelia.
Mm-hmm.
Unfortunately, he lost himself due to some circumstances and slept for 500 years and has awoken with essentially no memories of his previous life. And he's slowly learning what it means to have been a Dragonlord.
That's great. That's a great sum up. It's actually really nice to like hear you say all that. Like, I don't know, like
it's because his voice is so clear.
it is.
It's all thanks to the mic.
Who wants to go next? Maybe our doomed one?
Is that Theo?
No, you're
No, I think that's gonna be Magus after the prank war.
I'm gonna kick you out of this game. No,
let's see.
Falbin, the doomed one.
Falbin. Falbin is slightly what?
Oh, your voice cut out for a second.
Interesting. Well, I have a nice mic now, so stop it.
So could you use that one instead of whatever you're using now?
Wow.
Wrecked.
Yeah. So Falbin is 4 foot 10 inches.
I forget how small you are. Oh my god.
He is a Medusa. It is unclear if he was cursed or he sought that out. He wears a forest green outfit that is quite nicely tailored. Cough, cough.
That you just got.
Yes. Large hood, which Falbin usually wears, as Medusa are typically shunned. His hair he sometimes speaks to, and his hairs may have names, as they are snakes and have personalities.
I want. Be honest. How many have you actually named?
3.
You've named 3. Oh my god, we haven't heard any of these names. I'm excited.
No one's asked.
Anyway, continue. Sorry.
He was born under a ill-fated star and is doomed. The embodiment of his doom is not yet known, though he has been running from it from the age of 6, as he witnessed those he loved being near. As a result,
Your mic cut out again.
We heard those he loved.
Wow, this is not cool. As a result of his dooming, those he loved have been punished at times. So at the age of 6, Falbin transitioned to a life of adventuring. And about the age of 10, he transitioned into more roguish type things, hitting assassin nature around age 13. And since then, he's kind of been a loner. It's unclear at what age, at this point in the story, that he became a Medusa. Yeah, that's kind of the gist of it.
I guess at the age which you were like a young adult and has like a very strong, handsome jawline, whatever age you become that.
Yeah, because obviously that is what I am now.
Mm-hmm.
I guess Falbin's age is 124.
124, jeez. Amazing. And then let's let our gifted ones fight it out.
I'll shoot for it. Theo is on the gifted one path. He is 5 feet, age 23, brown hair and skin, weighing 115 pounds. He is a Thalian satyr of Amazonian descent, and as such, given that he is a gifted craftsman and inventor, he has created a companion that is mechanical by the name of Rue.
Mm-hmm.
Originally, the society that he grew up in favored women, and as such, males are considered the weaker sex and not very well prized. And as someone who was more inclined toward inventing and crafting, he was kind of shunned a bit. So Rue was his companion, and really the only one beside his mother that really gave him the time of day.
Because you programmed him to.
Yes, it's programmed love. It's the same thing.
No, actually,
It's
we
real.
we talked last session about the fact that Rue has a level of sentience that you were able to imbue that is unique.
Spark of life.
Spark of life, yeah.
So he had to force himself to overcome his shortcomings by inventing, and as such, he created his rifle that he carries now.
And now his grenade launcher.
And now he has an underbarrel attachment of death and destruction. And he, for some reason, has an odd fascination with birds.
We'll call it unhealthy.
No.
We'll call it bloodlust.
I mean, inquisitive. It's he wants to see what makes him tick. He's an inventor, Flight is one of the most magical things that creatures do on a daily basis.
Mm-hmm.
So he is very interested in flight, and his study of birds and fascination with birds is due to his interest in one day possibly creating something that may be able to fly and emulate their movements.
Haven't you already done that?
Yes, but this is on a small scale.
Right.
This is my magnum opus we're talking about here.
Yes. I don't mean to throw shade. I'm so sorry. I could never. Hey.
He's a very large cat.
Now that you guys have, well, Megas hasn't gone, but like Falbin and Theo, you're so small. I think I forget how small you are.
Yes, we are very short.
Yeah.
Now I'm kind of worried. So, like, if Megas learns the spell fly, is he going to be hunted down by Theo?
Yeah.
It depends on how fast you're moving and what sounds you're making.
So as long as you do it,
Well, your
Icarus wings to you.
your cloak is flapping in the wind, anything could happen.
you just have to like mime like you're walking through the air instead of like flying or Supermaning.
Yeah. Overemphasize that.
Yeah. And
All right.
you realized you were cousins with our next and final player.
Oh, I don't know if that's important.
Yeah. So Megas is a 6 foot thin elf He's 47.
Young
but
elf.
in elf years, like he's like young adult. Long brown hair, and he kind of a semi-athletic build, so he's not like muscular like Shade is, but he's a wiry guy. He follows the philosophy of hedonism, which is that physical pleasure is the highest ideal. And so that he is all about experiencing all of the pleasures that life has to offer in all of their grandeur. So not necessarily a drunken stupor like Lutheria would offer, but he wants to be present for everything. He is a wizard, a practitioner of magic, because magic is awesome, and why wouldn't you? And he is also a gifted one, and imbued with special aptitudes, which he has used to kind of bend the laws of magic a bit. He is even though he is only solely a wizard, he has access to meta magic, which is normally only something sorcerers can do, and so he can bend spells a little bit. And has made that the topic of his thesis, which is effectively his focus, which is an armband that he wears that allows him to amplify his spells and his metamagic abilities. And he wants to become a dragon rider, because what is more awesome than being a dragon rider?
Amazing.
That's kind of his deal.
And he really likes fire.
The fire's awesome. Let's go.
Yeah.
And that's how you know that we're related.
And well, other big noteworthy thing is that both him and Theo have a direct relationship to Sidon, who is the tyrannical storm god or storm titan. And yeah, that was kind of a bomb drop. And
it was a bit of a shock to Magus, because he hates Sidon and Lutheria, but he loves his family.
Yep. And the revelation that they were both cousins came from an artifact that was given to them that had the spirit of their long dead grandmother within it.
Allegedly.
Allegedly. Yeah, she's currently in a bag, if that's who she is.
So thank you guys. Wow, you guys are amazing. Really amazing. And yeah, if you've never listened before, that was for you. Cool. So I may or may not have talked to a friend today and reminded them of this campaign that I'm doing. Anyway, and you're joined in your party by Kyra, the goddess of music, and very fast girl and trickster who writes poetry, makes bad puns, and also Timon, the mad alchemist, who is Magus's uncle, and was shunned by their family for being a weirdo.
For no good reason.
But he's very lovable, right, guys? Like,
He's a great guy.
He's great. Timon's great.
Yeah.
Timon slaps.
We've all adopted him.
Yeah. Cool. Well, now that we have that out of the way, who would like to give a recap of last session?
I'll go for it.
Okay, sweet.
So, it was kind of interesting. We kind of started off by going through a little bit of what happened in our a little bit of our downtime before Vulcan actually showed up at the Forge, and then some time after that, exploring some of the new things that happened and developed for each of our characters. Things like Shade's aberrant dragon mark, Magus's newfound warning from Lutheria to not impersonate her anymore. And some of the other things. Again, the grenade launcher, Falbin just being more sneaky and deadly. Yeah, all that stuff. We went through a bunch of that, talked to Vulcan a bit, and then we did something at kind of Magus brought it up, realizing that, wait a second, Forge Master Novus is actually a really awesome person, and we shouldn't have her under contract because she's kind of been held prisoner effectively in here for about 500 years. So yeah, she's kind of earned her freedom, and it just doesn't feel right to hold her under contract. So we released her from her contract.
So noble.
And she was nice enough to be like, "You guys are cool. I'll stick around." Otherwise, it would have been a real terrible time of not having a mithril forge. Yeah. So. Yeah, we did that stuff. Then we started hoofing it on back to Astoria for the party. Totally ran into a new bro. Was it
Full on.
Yeah.
Full-on bro.
Who Shade kind of, not quite, but kind of sort of beat the crap out of in a friendly type of way. And now we're bros. And he came back with us, kind of got him at least on a internship with the Iron Sentinels, so he can be able to have access into Astoria and not be, quite as shunned and regarded with fear and terror as the rest of the centaurs in the area. And we'll have some homework to do later to figure out how to have him not turn into a giant scorpion.
Yeah. Because he is cursed to do that.
Yes, that's kind of his deal. So we'll be looking into that later.
Does he not want to be a giant scorpion?
No, man, it'll ruin his muscle
pretty
definition
rad,
and
bro.
everything.
It will. Scorpions don't have nipples, so that's
he'd have some smooth curves though.
I just want to point out that if a 7-foot tiger was riding a scorpion, that would be pretty cool.
That'd be very cool.
That would be pretty cool. So you may want to let that one go.
I don't know.
Help him enough that you're really good friends that when he's a scorpion, he still remembers you.
I think there's a bit more homework to do there, because he made it sound like the scorpions didn't enjoy being scorpions. So yeah,
an accurate assessment.
So yeah, we came back to Astoria, started partying again. Magus was nice enough to replace oh my word, Balbin's clothes that Magus had burned.
Because they were stinky.
After Falvin took the hit in the troglodyte cave to go swimming in their latrines to pull out some valuable magic items and stuff.
True.
Some people.
Yeah, an adamantine short sword that we're turning into an adamantine Egan for the party.
And it just so happened that Magus also got an identical set made for himself without any of the rest of the party knowing. So, and then, played some slap face, ran around. Magus went and hung out with Pythor for a minute, had a chat with him. He might be tagging along on some of our future adventures. And then basically there was some downtime, and we came to the theater to catch some of the plays, and we knew we were kind of gonna get quasi-shanghaied into performing in our own play.
Mm-hmm. That is almost, well, it's kind of an extension of one of the levels of fame that you just hit.
Which I think we should get some sort of payment for this, right?
Mm-hmm.
You'll see.
You get rats.
I mean, we did learn a little bit of lore, some of it suspect, some of it meh, from about Estor and also Pythor, and a name that's only so far shown up in the Zendariad of Hexia.
Mm-hmm.
So,
and you weren't here earlier, but I was telling you there's the playwright and the guy who announces the plays. He is a priest of Lutheria. This play, this troupe, this play troupe is basically they're under the banner of like Lutheria's like fun party Hollywood entertainment, you know, multinational conglomerate. And
Okay.
yeah, so they're not here like
I see.
in hostility. It's just that's just who does the
To
plays.
everybody else, they're not.
Very true. But you would assume that that's why the plays are kind of sympathetic to the Titans and yeah, all that.
Okay.
And also
alright,
made Pythor look like a bumbling idiot.
Yeah. I mean, yeah. It's at least mild propaganda with it all.
Oh
so.
yeah, absolutely.
Yeah.
And that's just
Cool.
a threat. Great recap. Thank you so much. Take your inspiration and then use it against me in the next, few hours.
It's not against you. It's against the creatures you send against us.
This is, you know what? That's a very healthy attitude. Take another.
Yeah.
You know what? You get a D1 -1 for that. Thank you so much.
That's
Yes.
amazing.
Oh.
Yeah, you're welcome.
Take that to the bank.
Yeah. Cool. Amazing. Well then, where we are now, let's see. I guess I could just reread the same exact recap as I had at the end of last session. Let's see. What did I say? Oh yeah. So you guys are in the third play. It's a dramatic rendition of the fight against the Great Boar from episode 1. And the crowd, with unceasing applause, demanded that you guys come down and portray yourselves, because they've seen this play a few times this week already, and it's been actors. And they just, they can't pass up an opportunity to see the real thing. So the hunter Taneus, who is, he is dead in real life, and there's an actor playing him now, and he kind of walks you through what's going to happen. There's going to be some guys in a big suit, and they're going to come out of this like wooden scenery of a cave, and then you guys are going to pretend to fight him. And then as he's doing that, there's like a low rumble, and you look to the band, and the drummer isn't playing, and then the cave just explodes into swells and explodes into splinters as like thousands of these decayed undead rats in like a school of fish sort of hive formation flood out and then rise up into the familiar shape of the Great Boar. The crowd, kind of unsure what's real and what's not, is silent for a second and then just erupts into cheers. And that's where we are now, and we're gonna roll initiative. And I will change the music to something a little more serious. Not really serious, but just fun, right?
No!
I guess I should roll for the.
I think that's like my lowest roll.
Oh, I did roll for the rats. Okay.
I'm not using it.
Neither.
Okay, so I have it so that the monsters' initiatives are hidden until their first turn.
No, I'm not Falben.
Oh,
Yeah.
I do.
It's there.
Well,
It's a 13.
I don't know why you're gonna hide it.
He's in the turn tracker for me.
Interesting. Okay.
I don't see
I
the
mean,
turn.
you can't use that ring of yours.
Yeah, I'm reading that right now. I love this music.
It's nice, right? This is a live orchestra, and I figured it would be fitting.
Well, I'm gonna use my ring of alacrity here.
Okay. You're gonna try to swap out initiatives?
Yeah. If you, I need to do it before a creature takes their turn, and I can use it to swap my initiative with theirs. The creature must succeed a DC 13 Charisma saving throw, or swap with me.
Okay, awesome. Charisma saving throw. Here that comes.
It's a DC 13.
Okay. That is a 9. He's gonna fail.
Woohoo! So he's swapping with me.
Oh man, so he goes down to the bottom.
Yes, he does.
Amazing. Magic items, guys.
Does my initiative go up?
Yeah, it goes up to 17. And I think your dex beats Magus and Theo, so you'll go between Shade and Magus. I'll just adjust that. Okay, so 17.
I suppose I'll let you jump the line this time.
17, 20. There you go. All right, so the way this is going to work is I have a couple top of the round things that will happen every round. Let me just kind of walk through what I have in mind for this encounter. So this, you guys are fighting a serious threat. This is like a incredibly dangerous gargantuan swarm of undead rats being probably controlled by or corrupted by the Titan of death and dreams. But the crowd doesn't know that. The crowd thinks that some sort of amazing climax special effects have happened just for this occasion. You know, you guys are the real deal. You're out on the stage, and then this is the showstopper. That is not the case, but there are some consequences for success and failure in certain things. So every round, the stage-hands who are like doing the lights and the Foley and stuff, moving set dressing around, they will make a wisdom save, and so will the band. So they will make separate wisdom saves. And basically, if it'll be like a mini skill challenge on top of the combat. So if they fail once, they will stop playing or stop working the lights and stuff, and you guys will get no bonuses to performance checks. If they fail twice, they're going to run, and then you're going to get disadvantage on performance checks. If they succeed once, they're going to continue playing, and that's going to grant you guys advantage on your performance. And if they succeed twice, then they are inspired. You guys are their muse, and they're going to break into like music that, like, this is going to be new music. They're going to be truly inspired, and you guys will get bardic inspiration dies to spend. So it's basically an incentive to and so let me tell you how the performance checks will work. Every time your turn comes up, you will do your action, and the performance check will come after. If you do an action that is kind of in keeping with how you guys originally fought the boar, you'll roll normally. But if you do something like very different, blah blah blah. That's kind of an overlay of things. I'm gonna ignore that. I'm just gonna say that doing things that you did in the fight will give you advantage and no other effects. You're not gonna get disadvantage for doing something different. But if for example, it could be as simple as Shade doing a sentinel attack to keep the swarm of rats from approaching Falbin or another party member, that'll be great. But if Shade let the thing go by, that would be a
I don't need to attack it. It'll be fine.
Exactly. Yeah. That's gonna happen. Anyway, you guys can do this however you want, but it will. Yeah. Okay. So Kyra and Timon will be in the initiative. I'm gonna basically keep their roles to support, unless you guys are really in the weeds. So, and that's it. And that's where we'll get started. So, if you guys are ready, we're going to start out with the wisdom saves for the stagehands and the band. So, the stagehand is going to roll a wisdom save. DC is 10. It's an 18. The stagehand has that light just beamed right on the plague of rats. It's not a light. It's a mirror that's like reflecting sunlight, but he's got it bang on. And now a wisdom save for the satyr minstrels. That's a nat 20.
Yeah, it
Professionals.
So they time it just right, where there's the rumble and everything is quiet, and then the stage just bursts open with all these rats, and then they just like come in with a big old timpani drum crash, and then just like strings, just like a stinger in a horror movie. I mean, it's just like the crowd is shocked. And okay, so Shade, you are up, my dude.
All right.
Does the actor playing the hunter get an advantage to his performance check because the hunter died in the real thing too?
That's very funny. He is dead. We're not gonna worry about him.
Nat 20 performance. Everyone believes he's dead.
It really was.
Yeah.
He sold that. He sold that role.
But that is one success for each of them. So you guys are going to have advantage on your performance checks this round.
Sweet.
Yeah. So Shade, you're up.
Just kind of in the background thing. Can you take a look at my view settings? Because I think I can still see everything, and it's making it go really slow for me.
There are no walls in this map, so it should be normal that you see everything.
Well, it's just my crappy potato is struggling with this, so I don't know what's wrong with my settings. I noticed it last session, but it's still doing the same thing.
Well,
so.
I will delete some crowd members and see if that helps.
All right. Well, because I'm trying to measure stuff and I can't.
Okay. Well, if you have a question about measuring for now, I can just tell you.
How far forward do I need to move to be within 10 feet of this rat swarm?
You are currently within 10 feet.
Oh, cool. Well, then Shade will strike off on effectively the same chord he did in the boar, but instead of using his roar, he is going to use Mind Sliver on it.
Oh shit. Okay.
And instead of just a lion and roar, it will be more of a draconic roar. Just was it shard?
Oh, nice.
And I will roll. I'm not sure if it'll let me actually target it or not. Yep. There we go. So it needs to roll a intelligence saving throw.
Okay. What do we got? What's the DC?
I believe it is 16.
Okay. It is going to go ahead and use its first legendary resistance. But it's got a limited pool, so you've burned one.
So nothing actually happens because the saves it against the damage and the effect. All right.
What was the effect that would have happened?
The effect is effectively like Bane. It is minus 1d4 to its next saving throw before the end of my next turn.
Ooh, okay. We'll say that like a few of the rats, like on the front face of this boar, like their eyes, what's left of them, kind of start bleeding, and a couple of them fall out. It does negligible damage, but it like you have hit it. It just isn't affecting it very greatly.
All right, and then I would like to use my bonus action to, I'm going to summon my shadow, and I'd like him to be kind of over here next to Megas.
Okay.
I can't tell if it's actually leaving a marker.
Oh, yeah, I saw it. Let me drop him down on there. Right there.
Should be within 15 feet of me. Yep. And I will.
Right there. Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. That's good. Either one of those should be fine. That's fine.
Sweet. All right. Well, after your turn, it is going to do a thing.
Damn.
So
Those legendary actions.
you see it raise up to full height, and it's probably 25 feet at the highest. And you feel like you are being pulled forward as it inhales, and then it lets out this very familiar roar. It's kind of quiet, but yeah.
Man.
Anyway, it's more disgusting. There's like bits of goop and guts and rat teeth and hair flying everywhere as it roars. But you see it starts to like swirl. It's like rising up into a pillar and then swirling almost like a tornado, just like a whirlwind of flesh. And it is going to move across the stage 60 feet.
What?
Yeah.
I would like to take an attack of opportunity as once it moves more than 5 feet within my range.
It is immune to all damage and conditions in this whirlwind state.
Oh no! Oh no!
You are just completely blinded by gore and flesh as it moves past you, and I'm just gonna have it like walk on through, and it ends up right here at the other end of the stage, adjacent to Falbin and Theo. It doesn't do any damage, but it has completely upended. And who's next? Falbin.
It has taken a turn,
No.
semantically speaking. It hasn't.
No, that was a legendary action.
That is
that was just for
unexpected
fun.
and delightful.
It was an expensive legendary action, but yeah, was not a turn.
Well, since it hasn't taken an action, it hasn't taken a turn yet. I am gonna stab it.
Wait, really quick.
Yeah.
Did Shade need to make a performance check?
Oh, yes, please. Go ahead and do that.
Oh hey, I gotta make a performance.
And it is at advantage because of the band.
Cool.
Yeah,
Make a
thanks.
good one.
Thanks for catching that.
How convincing was your shock and awe of not being able to stop it as it just went right by you?
Oh, that's a great point. Yeah. What was that roll end up being? It kind of disappeared for me.
It showed up as 13 on the die roll. I don't see what it came up as. It hasn't showed up on the list for me yet.
Okay.
Hasn't shown up for me either.
Well, what is your?
Because it was at advantage.
Yeah. Your performance is +1, so it would have been a raw 14, 15 for the full roll. That is enough to succeed. The crowd cheers. The crowd's like, that's a little different, but you know they're more taken aback by the whirlwind of towering rats.
I don't remember that from the Kyra stories.
Right. Okay, so Falbin.
Man. Yeah, so I'm gonna melee it with a dagger, and using assassinate, I'm gonna get advantage. And using elven advantage, elven accuracy, I get triple advantage.
Jesus.
Rerolling one of them, so one of these, a nat 20.
Oh, wait, seriously?
That is a crit. Yep.
Oh,
yep.
it's private.
Did I make it private?
Yeah, I heard the roll, but I didn't see anything.
That's okay. I believe you.
Want a screenshot?
I believe you. I believe you. Okay, so
Why is it private?
I don't know.
I'm gonna need you to send us a
Why
picture.
were you making private rolls, Falvin?
Oh, sorry, it was on private from earlier. I'll switch it back. So here it is.
It's all good. It's all good, man.
Cool. So now it's on public.
Tell me how many
that is a
thousands of
crit.
damage you do.
Yeah, that is an assassin sneak a crit attack. Wham!
Oh God.
Woo, 41.
41.
41!
How fitting.
I like
How
that.
fitting. Amazing. Okay. Let's see.
Barely injured.
So I have made the hit points of this creature. The estimate will be not visible to you, but you will understand why in a little bit.
Okay, exciting.
Okay, make a performance check, sir. I mean, well, you have other stuff. You have other stuff.
I do, but I guess you said take it after the action, right?
Yeah, that'll be at the end of
now.
at the end of your turn. You'll do the performance check.
At the end, okay. I am going to take my bonus action to disengage.
Probably smart.
And, I'm gonna move like back up over here. And now I'm going to. Oh, wait! Can I undo that?
Yeah, sure. You had your finger on top of your head. You're fine.
Now I'm gonna disengage and go back up over here. All right.
Wait,
good.
what was the what was the difference?
Don't worry about it.
I remembered the trinket that I got last time, and I was like, oh, I'm gonna use that, and then I realized it's not relevant.
Okay. All right. Gotcha.
That's all it was.
Okie
So, performance
dokie.
check.
So a performance check, yes. 20. Nailed it. Yeah.
Nice.
Your swiftness of feet amazes the crowd as the towering gore meat tornado lunges at you and misses. Okay. As a legendary action,
Oh,
the Plague of Rats is going to try to grapple Theo.
I don't. Is that really what they do?
I miss you.
I feel like Timon, like, he would be their bane. Like, they would know that he is the mortal enemy.
Take Timon, not me.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, that makes
Take
sense.
the one who wronged you.
And I'm going to use my DM inspiration for this one.
Oh no.
That is a
He's been banking them.
that is a 26 to hit.
It's fully struck.
Okay. You are now grappled by just thousands of rats, and
Loving arms.
their flesh rends off their bodies as they squeeze you. And it's Megas' turn.
Wow.
Okay. So
This is going great.
I'm going to move.
Oh, I
So
forgot to
that's-
put Kyra in the initiative.
Yeah. Gonna move up here,
Okay.
and I am going to impart Rue with the spirit of dragons and give Rue dragon's breath.
We love it. We love to see it.
And
It's so
since
good.
that is a bonus action, I am going to use my action to dash back.
Okay. Very smart. These pillars, by the way, will give you 3/4 cover if you're behind them, if you happen to need that.
Oh.
And if Falbin wanted to retcon that move, you would have the movement if you wanted.
No, I'm good right where I am behind the shadow.
Retcon.
Retcon. Okay, so Megas, all good.
And then I need to make a performance check.
Yes, please.
At advantage.
Yeah.
Yeah, watch me be the one to fail this.
Oh, it was close.
Ain't happening.
19. Yeah, the crowd is very excited.
Very happy we had advantage.
And with its last legendary action this round, it is going to fling. It's going to fling Theo. So you're going to get thrown. Let's see. You're going to get thrown against the pillar that Megas is standing next to.
I wanted to go over there anyways.
So that's 30 feet. So you're going to take 3d6 bludgeoning damage. So that's considered this merciful. You're going to take 6 bludgeoning damage, and then another 6 from the drop, as it threw you from pretty high up. So a total of 10 bludgeoning damage, and I need you to make a dexterity saving throw.
10 bludgeon. And then save. Dexterity.
Uh-oh.
Okay, you're prone. You're knocked prone.
Okay. All right.
All right, so you are right here,
Don't
and
fire a gun prone.
that's true.
Well, yeah, I should get an advantage on stability then.
I think there is. We'll have to double check that rule unless one of you wants to check
Deploy my tripod as I
ranged
get
weapons
from the ground.
from prone. Okie dokie. What do we got next? Well, Theo, it's your turn now. Conveniently.
If I'm on the ground, that means I have to take an action to get off the ground?
Half your movement.
Half, yeah. Mm-hmm.
Half my movement?
Yep, which is fine. Where else are you going?
Yeah,
Where else you going?
I'll just pick myself up, dust myself off.
There's like
Give a little
two little
steer in the
kids
direction.
behind you in the stands, and they have like long like broomsticks with like random shit just like strapped to it to look like your gun, sort of. And they're going, "Go, Theo, go! Shoot him! Shoot him with your gun!" And their dad is like holding their ears.
So, I may disappoint them. For my action, I want to summon my turret of awesomeness. And for this one, I want to do the flamethrower.
Oh, so you're summoning a turret?
Yeah. I'm gonna do the tiny one. And I'm gonna put that on Shade.
Are you able to drop that, or do you need me to drop it?
I am attempting to drop it. And as you can see,
It's totally working.
nothing is.
I can do it for you. Is it flamethrower, force ballista, or the protector?
Flamethrower tiny.
Flamethrower tiny. Okay, there it goes, and that's going to be on Shade, right? Okay.
Yeah.
Shade, I'm going to connect that to you.
I think that's an action to summon the turret.
I'm not sure.
And I'm not either. I'm just gonna assume that it is, though. And I'm gonna use Hunter's Mark on the worm.
Okay.
Most of my-
But which
No,
rat
no, I might as
specifically?
well.
Not that it matters, but which rat specifically of the swarm?
No.
Yeah.
I'm gonna aim for the one that is just the bossest looking one.
There's one that's wearing just a real dumb hat.
That's the one.
Yeah.
That's the one. For sure.
And he seems like
Fashion is a
really
crime.
self-conscious about it too, so like whatever you do is going to really hurt.
Dang. Okay, so next I will read everything. Okay. I will do a performance check, because that's my turn.
Oh well, Roo.
Well, yeah, but my turn is over. Rue's
He's got
next
his own
turn.
turn. He's so special.
Oh, okay.
Wait for Rue to do his performance checks.
Dude, Rue can. This is advantage.
It's like a thing we have advantage.
That's kind of sad. Thought I was a better actor than that.
You're okay. You're good.
Okay.
All right, now Rue.
Now Rue. Okay, so Rue is over here, dragon breath, and gonna do a quick talon swipe here. Once I actually have him set up and I can do talon swipe.
Is that a melee attack?
Yeah.
Okay. So
It has that thing where if I hit it, he also can't hit me back. When I
amazing.
retreat.
Amazing.
Did it roll?
I don't see it rolling. If you need me to roll it, I can.
Let me.
You weren't dragon's breathing him?
Oh, hold on.
Well, yes.
Okay.
It costs an action to Dragon's Breath.
Oh, then I will Dragon's Breath. Because I think that would probably be better.
Okay, it makes a dex save.
It makes a dex save. Okie dokie. here comes
of 18, DC 18.
Let's see what we get. It's gonna burn its last legendary resistance.
All right, it takes 5 damage then.
Well, let's see. Let's see what it rolls.
I mean, if it burned a legendary resistance, it just resists it.
Oh, that's true. Right. Yeah. Oh, yeah. It doesn't. It's not an advantage. It just resists it.
No, it just done.
Yep. But it still takes 5. You said.
Yep.
Okay.
And then Moo is going to fly away.
Awesome.
Fly away.
Perfect. It does not have any more legendary actions, so it is now. If you're all done, it's now Timon's turn. And he's just like standing, you see him waist up, standing out of a sewer grate. And he just looking up at this towering meat tornado. And he's just like, hey, no hard feelings, right? No, I'm out of here. And he ducks down into the,
come on.
down in the sewer, and
Timon!
he's retreating.
What the heck?
A wise choice.
He's very scared.
He was the one who took out the king of the rats in the sewers. You can't even take this out. Come on.
It was very different. Okie dokie. It's now the rat's turn finally. Oh boy.
Trying to make sure he doesn't TPK us.
Not quite. Okay, so it's going to move to the center of the stage.
Huh.
And there are kids like reaching out, like, "Ooh, I want to touch it."
As it passes my shadow, it would incur an attack of opportunity from entering my range.
Yep.
So I get to
Whack it.
glaive him.
Whack it.
Or existing within his sphere.
And that's a hit. I don't know why your dice rolls are going away, but I'm just gonna have to watch.
They don't even show up for me, so
It was a 13 on the die. Oh, we don't see the damage. I don't know why that's happening.
It's just super.
It will
slow.
show up like 5 minutes later is the thing.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. All right. Well,
I'm sure it was full damage. I'm sure.
Yeah, it was a nat 20.
you know what? I'll Oh, there it is.
There it
Oh,
goes.
there it is.
Hey,
Okay, so that's 7 slashing damage. So it is going to keep moving. However, a big chunk of it drops off, and so there is now a swarm of rats right about here. And it's going to lose HP from that as it separates into the swarm of rats. But it does get into position, and it's going to do a thing. Okay, so you see it again rise up to a height, but it kind of spreads out wide into like a wall of rats. And then with an undulation and like just horrible smells and sounds, it sends forward a wave of rats that is going to just wash through you guys. And it is a 30-foot long wave, 10 feet high, 10 feet deep.
Wow.
So,
But can I ride that wave?
You'll have to tell us next week.
if you want, if you want to burn your reaction, I'll let you attempt an acrobatics check to try to what. I don't know why you would.
I'm good.
So I need
just for the perform check.
I need everybody.
I mean, would it
Oh, sorry. Go ahead.
would it reduce damage?
Sure.
Ride those gnarly curls, man.
I'm going to burn my reaction and attempt an acrobatics check.
All right. Okay. Go ahead and do that. It's a 19. Yeah, I'll say that's enough. You see this wave coming to you, and you get a running start, and you kind of wall jump off of the pillar to get some air, and you're like kind of backwards, ball running on top of this wave of rats, and it's just gonna take you with it, basically. And we'll reconcile some more in a second. Yeah, Shade.
Yep.
I was to say, as it washes through, do I get a chance to attack it, or is this also immune to damage and conditions?
This one you would. This one you would get to attack.
Yeah. I will do that. All right, and then continue about what the effects are, because I assume this is not going to stop this in any way.
Yeah, so basically what happens is its overall size is going to decrease. So it's no longer going to be a gargantuan creature. It's going to be a huge creature. And it's basically going to split half of its HP. And it has sent half of the rats through you guys as a wave, and then they recoagulate into another pile of rats. But each pile is half the amount of rats as the original. But you did, I believe, hit on that roll. I think it was a 10 on the die. These things have a very low AC. So once that damage comes up, you will drop off another swarm of rats. We'll just say they're like, what, from the echo? 10 feet from the echo?
Yeah, I mean, it's either one. They moved 5 feet through my range, so I was assuming that was the attack. It was.
Okay, since it was moving through your range, yeah, we'll say it's
anywhere, kind of in there,
like right here. Okay, and it's gonna take 6 damage from that.
And 9 damage.
9, right? Yeah, sorry, I read that upside down. Like,
how?
Don't worry about it.
And do we take damage from the wave?
So no, I'll tell you what you do.
Okay.
So, okay, everybody needs to make a Constitution saving throw.
Ooh.
Do I still need to?
Yes, but you'll make yours at advantage since you were atop the wave.
I'm gonna let that 10 ride and maybe be sad about that.
Okay. And
My dice are still rolling.
oh, okay. So we'll go one at a time. So Falbin, I would like you to roll a 1, 2, 3. Roll a d6, please.
Oh, great.
You are poisoned, by the way. Regardless. Okay, and we'll not worry about that for now. Oh yeah, Shade, you nail it. Magus, you are also poisoned, and roll that d6. Oh, interesting. Okay. All right. Again, not going to worry about it right now. Where are we at? That's a long turn. But here we go. The rat swarms that have dropped off are going to take their turn, and then we'll be back at the top of the order. So the plague of rats that is here is going to attack your Shade. Let's see, a bite. These do not get multi-attack, the little guys.
Ooh.
It's a 13, not going to hit.
Miss.
Yep. The other swarm is going to approach as well, and since it will enter the range of the Shade, you may do an opportunity attack if you like.
You should probably pass this time.
Oh no,
I mean,
you're not in tunnel
No,
fighter
I can't.
stance.
I'm not in tunnel fighter. I don't get that.
Right. Okay. Well, it's going to approach you totally then, and do the same thing. And that is
Which actually, from that standpoint, I wouldn't have gotten my reaction moving through the.
It's fine. It was cool.
Oh well.
That's a 19 to hit, which I think hits.
Yep.
So
It does.
Echo goes away.
He does.
And we're back at the top of the round. And this time, we're going to start with Kyra. Kyra is starting to lead the crowd in song and cheer. As the rats like did that wave of gore through you guys, she led the crowd in a wave that washed across the stage or the stands. And she is going to basically, as a part of that performance, she's going to use a song of heroism, and by doing this, you guys, everyone who can hear her can re-roll one dice roll of their choice until the end of her next turn. So, yeah, so you get just a free re-roll on any dice, any single die, basically.
Love it.
Okay, wisdom save for the stage hands. Here it comes. Pass, totally passed. And then a wisdom save for the band. They're doing great. Another nat 20. I'm not kidding. Another nat 20 for the band.
They are professionals.
Oh my god, they do like a like a metalcore breakdown where like it's just the cymbal crash, the and just like the lute just going crazy. They've tuned it down to drop C. The crowd is going crazy. They're all just going da 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 da. They're not. That'd be cool though. All right, that went well. Shade.
Does this mean we get a bardic die?
Yes, so 2 successes, you all get 1 die of bardic inspiration, which is a d6, and once you spend it, it's gone.
That means we can just like add a 1d6 to a roll.
Yeah, to any attack roll or saving throw. I think ability check as well. Yeah.
Nifty. All right. Where my shadow was right here, which he's gone now, right?
Oh yes, he is.
He could reach all the rat swarms.
He could. Yeah.
He was very reaching. Yes.
Yes. Well, I will reposition to there.
Okay. So you're taking the. Let me move him out of the way. So you're just in the middle of these huge mounds of rats. What a neat time for you.
Yep. Which does this big one out front still seem to be the main rat swarm?
You would think. I mean, they look about equal. It's they just like mitosis split basically.
Okay. Well, I'm gonna attack that one since it's closer to the crowd.
Okay. Yep.
And I'm just.
You guys have done a little more damage to it as well. Not a lot, but a little.
Cool. Well, I'm just going to start swanging.
Fling it.
Fling!
That was a 17 to hit and a full 10 on the die. Well, 17 plus your mod, so yeah. I don't know what the full damage would be. You do hit.
It'd be 14 damage.
14 damage, okay.
Because he adds 4.
Your glaive is magical.
Yes, it is.
Okay. Oh, there it is.
Oh, 15
15. All right, cool.
Whoa.
It is a +1 weapon, so
That's true.
Yeah.
Another another good hit. Amazing.
And I am going to use my extra attack for the first time.
Wow, this tape. So it's a 2 on the die. What's your modifier?
It'd be a 10 to hit.
That does not hit.
Then I will use one of my shiny new inspirations on that.
One of your bardics? Or
Well, actually, yeah, I'll use a bardic. Why not? I don't know that I can.
It's
do
a
it 'cause I can't even
d6.
see that roll.
Just
Do I just roll a
just
d6.
a 1d6, yeah. You're not going to need a lot to make it work. Yeah, you hit.
I still can't see.
Yeah, I still can't either. I can't either. It was a 2 on the D6.
It would be a 12 to hit.
Yeah, it's 12 to hit. We're just looking for that damage. That's sweet damage.
So the original damage was 15.
We're talking about the extra attack.
The second attack.
Yeah.
Oh, the second
There's another one coming yet.
Yeah.
Ooh. No, I think
It's
that
like-
one was also a 10 on the die.
Was it? I think I missed it.
It's funny because my screen will like start to load the dice, so I just see the dice at the edge of my screen like still rolling until it actually shows up in the
Wow.
feed. I mean, since
Well,
this is a boss guy, I'm going for it. So
Yeah.
I'm gonna action surge and do the same thing.
oh yeah,
again.
dude. We'll just tally all the damage up whenever it comes in.
So my action surge, well, my action surge showed up
That
right off.
that was is quick.
All right, so another glaive attack at the rats. Like I am just furiously swinging at these things.
Yeah. Yeah, it was a 14 to hit, which does hit. So if you want to attack again.
And I shall.
It was an 8 on the damage die, so that would be
8 plus 5, 13.
Okay, and this one was 5 on the die.
aha, yes. See, his original first attack
Wow.
was a 10 on the damage die, so that was a 15.
Amazing. Okay, so
15 to 15 and an 8.
thank you, Megas. Thank you for that. Wow, big old chunk of damage as you just like cleave into this thing. You're just carving swaths of rat spines and tails and just dark blood just caking your
and 13,
face.
sorry.
Yeah, got
It
it.
was 15, 15, 13.
Yep.
So, sorry.
You're all good.
And there's one more coming.
What?
there should be
Oh,
one
that's
more
right.
attack.
Oh my god.
So I'm just waiting.
Wait for it.
Go ahead and roll your performance check while we're doing this.
Use.
Oh,
Not great. It's like you're
Advantage.
Oh, advantage. Yep. Mm-hmm.
Since I can't see it to do.
It was a
I'll
6
just
on the.
roll.
It was a 6 on the die. That's a 12. It's all right. Like you're kind of behind the thing, and a lot of the crowd doesn't see you, and so there's a small percentage of the crowd that's like oh yeah, like oh, and the rest is like what's going on?
Oh, and bonus action to enter stance.
Holy shit! All right, cool. Wow. Okay. It will.
Wait on that last attack. I didn't even see the dice roll for that one.
I didn't either.
Do you want me to just roll it again?
Yeah.
Yeah, go for it. Yeah.
Oh, there both of them went.
Ha!
That was a nat 20.
Yes. Because
God.
I think I forgot to mention this, but when I got my level, we got those extra spirit points.
Yeah.
I got vicious on my glaive, so it does an extra 2d6 on a crit.
Holy crap! All right.
I tried to put that into Forge, so it should.
Yeah, I
show it.
saw extra dice roll.
I was wondering what those were, and so I couldn't count them all. Sorry.
Well, I guess we'll just take a short commercial break while we wait for this dice to come up.
Just let the dice roll for a while.
Yeah. Well, because whatever this does is going to determine a thing in a second. So
Trigger
yeah,
its second form.
yeah. This is you guys are doing great. This is going well. Yeah. Those satyr bards rolling back to back nat 20s, just making amazing music up there. It's like fucking Live Aid up on that stage. Oh man. I guess I can do a little flavor. So, Megas, while you're kind of like doing your thing over there, and you've done that cool. Oh, actually, you would be a little further out. closer to the other, you would be like over here. Because you rode the wave. There's that attack. 10 more damage. Oh no, that's the one before the crit, right?
Oh, so that's the one that just never showed up, and it finally showed up.
So we'll ignore that one since it's less damage than the 13, and we'll just wait for the crit.
What a good deal.
So, that's what they say about me. So, so Magus, you do this cool like surfing move across the tidal wave of rats, land nimbly on the ground, and you turn to face the crowd with just like a big grin, and everybody cheers. You see actually the two actors from the plays, Seema and Arya, and there's one of them's a human. I'm trying to remember which is which. I think Seema is
Seema was the human, Arya was the nymph.
Yeah, the Oread nymph. Both gorgeous, and they're sitting up in a box, and you can see they're visibly fawning over you, but also arguing between each other. Like it seems like they're both very enamored, but they're kind of fighting between each other.
Noted.
Yep. Wow.
Magus taking note of the important things
in
combat.
Yeah.
Riding a death wave, he looks over.
Wow. Yeah.
Yeah. I don't know what's going on with my dice rolls, man.
That's okay. Like I guess we could share dice roll duty for now. Like I don't want to roll for you and then like roll bad, you know what I mean? Just don't know why that's happening.
My turn, see if like some other, maybe we just, I don't know. I guess if you're going to use legendary actions, it matters which one's there, so.
Yeah, he is going to. Well, how you guys been? You been doing all right? How's the new?
I think, we know that it's +5 to his attacks, and I think that if you just roll the die normally without the attack macro, those came through pretty fast.
That's a good point.
Just try rolling a d10.
Yeah, how about this? We will. Yeah.
Just want me to roll a d10?
Yeah, just to test it out. Yeah, that was instant. Okay. Yeah, I don't know.
What if you go to the attack on your glaive and copy paste the formula? Does that come across quickly?
I don't know. Let me see.
What is this formula you speak of?
Yeah, where do you find that?
Under the details, edit.
Yeah. What if you open up the glaive and where it has all those buttons for like roll, alternate roll, attack, damage, all that? What if you just try one of those separately? Like instead of rolling the full combo roll that does attack and damage?
Just want me to roll like, just damage?
Yeah. Just see what happens.
Okay, that's also taking too long.
Wow. What if I like remove your token from the board and replace it? Maybe.
Go for it.
I'll try it.
Yeah, what if we just remove you from
the Shade's dead. Now the rats will conquer. Your performance check just came through.
Finally.
Well, the first roll, because it was at advantage.
Like I said, I don't know what's going on. My computer is not liking Forge right now.
That's okay.
I think I'm gonna try dropping out real quick and rejoining. See if that helps anything.
Okay.
All right. Well, oh boy.
But before you drop out.
Too late.
Okay.
I'm sorry.
I would suggest just like rolling a d10 and then rolling 2d6 and adding 15 to that.
Sure.
Because that would be the critical damage.
All right, let's see if this works.
Yeah. Wait. What is that? Oh, that's your initiative roll. Never mind. I'm gonna have a little mid-session granola bar
Yeah.
What?
because I deserve it.
Light snack. Megas just like in the middle of it just walks over to like the actors and chats for a bit and then walks back.
I mean, it is a play after all, you know.
You guys are killing it over there.
Your stunt double is very impressed.
Yeah.
One of these days, you're going to catch Magus with a honeypot trap, and it will be the end of it.
Oh man. Wait, what does that mean? Like
It's basically like a femme fatale sort of thing. It's like, yeah, oh, won't you join me for the night? And then you're dead.
Oh, that'd be shitty.
All right, well, I already rolled the D10 up above. That was a 2. Just,
What was that for?
Okay. It was our test to see if rolling came through.
yeah, it just took forever. So if I just do, just roll 2d6. Yeah, my...
21 damage.
Wow. Okay.
Anyways.
Okay, so you've reduced it to a large creature.
Cool.
You take out a ton of rats.
Yeah. Whoa.
That's good. That's good. Okay. What's next? It's legendary action. So, it's gonna have to get a little closer to you now.
Uh-oh. Does he get to hit it because it gets closer?
I think it's 10 feet away now. So,
Yeah.
so no. It's going to move actually around the pillar. It's not even there. It just envelops it and parts around it. And now it is face to face with all three of you.
Wait, does it get to move and an action on a legendary action?
No, because I forgot what turn it was. My bad. I forgot it wasn't its full turn.
I was gonna say, I was like, wait a second, I think we've been through this with the boar.
It's a double legendary action.
We definitely have. So what it is going to do is I need boop, 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 boop. I need you guys to make intelligence saving throws.
Oh no.
You see all the
intelligent.
thousands of eyes just begin to kind of little flecks of purple just glow. Wow, Falvin nailed it. Theo nailed it. Magus nailed it.
Shade had a 10
Shade's
on
still
the die.
rolling.
What was on the die?
10.
10.
Oh no.
I think, what is your intelligence mod? It's +1. That's not gonna do it.
Yep, that's what I'm afraid of.
Shade, you hear thunder up above you, and you look and you see crashing down from the sky a lightning bolt, and you are completely. You treat this as if it is real. You are completely sure that a lightning bolt is coming down to strike you right now. So and it's just going to repeat strike this spot. So you're going to take 1d6 of damage right now, which is 6. You'll take 6 psychic damage, and as long as you stay within 5 feet of this 10-foot cube, every round you'll continue to take that damage.
So, which...
It's like...
Right, I'm sure it'll show up.
Yeah. I made it crooked for some reason. I'm so sorry. Okay, we are on to Falbin's turn. So sorry for waiting. Or thank you for waiting.
How much did I actually lose?
6.
Yeah. 6, okay.
From your brain.
Oh, I didn't have 6 brain cells to lose.
Crouching tiger, hidden brain cell.
So Falbin's gonna turn to face the large one.
The larger one or the large category one?
This one.
Okay. That one's still huge.
Gargantuan huge. The giantly large one.
Yeah.
And Falbin's gonna throw his hood back.
Ooh.
And the snakes are gonna start to rise in the air. And he's gonna stare at it, and he's going to cast, as it were, Petrifying Gaze.
Oh, we're doing it. We're doing it.
DC 10 con save. I am using an inspiration to force a disadvantaged roll.
Oh, amazing. And this is a creature, so it's this one here.
Yep.
Yep, just the one with the dorky hat.
Okay. Disadvantage con save coming up. The low roll is a 14.
Bummer. Then as
You
a
see like
bonus
an
action-
a very thin outer layer of rats like turn to stone and then fall and shatter on the ground. And negligible. But it looks cool.
Yep, and as a bonus action, doing it again, and by the text, it must roll this one at disadvantage.
Okay. Amazing. That's a good use of inspiration.
One of these 4 dice.
That's a 13 and a 13.
Oh no!
It's got a pretty
What
good
kind of con modifier?
pretty good. It's also proficient in con saves.
Proficient. Mm.
Yeah.
Mm.
All right.
I guess performance check.
Yep. Ooh.
I'm going to re-roll the 5
Okay.
using Kyra's blessing.
Right. Yeah. Mm-hmm.
I'm going to use my bardic die, and add a d6 to that.
Okay.
So it's a total
All
of
right.
10.
That's still gonna be a fail. So that's only one fail. Nobody's fleeing yet, but like, people look a little concerned, or some parents are like, looking a little guarded. But yeah. Anything else? Movement.
Yeah, I'm gonna go up in here.
Okay. At the end of your turn, it is going to it's gonna separate out one swarm, and it's gonna be right here. And so it'll lose a little bit of HP from its overall pool. And then it is going to bite at Magus with the big part of it. I don't know what that effect is, but it looks cool. Oh, it's Petrifying Gaze. 17 to hit, Magus.
Shield.
Shield, cool. Yeah, like a mass of rats lunges at you, almost like the paw of a boar, and then you bring up your magical shield, and it just clashes off the shield and sends like rats scattering off of it, and then they land on the ground and then scurry back into the mass, and then it regrows. Okay, so that's it.
And which question? At the end of last session, but right before it emerged, I said I cast Mage Armor. Did I get that off before we started?
I'll say, since you could like feel the rumbling and stuff, yeah, and it was a defensive action, sure.
Okay.
All right, it is your turn now.
I will look back at it and kind of like seeing, sensing that the crowd is starting to like maybe not go and the crowd is starting to turn. I will add a bit of theatrics, and I will like shout like, "Begone, scourge of Lutheria!"
Nice.
And I believe at this point in the boar fight, Magus tried casting a firebolt at it.
I think so, yeah.
However,
We've leveled up since then.
Lutheria's message to Magus wasn't the only thing that happened during that meditation session. He was also thinking and meditating on the weave. And as part of that, all of the fear and anger of that experience resonated with something in the weave. And I cast Fireball.
Oh.
Ball.
Where are you casting it?
I am going to, let's pull it up so I can sit out. I'm casting it, I'm going to be on the one that's right next to me. And then most of it is kind of like, actually, oof.
Are you casting it like up above it? Because you could do that. But it might
actually
catch some of these crowd members.
Yeah, let me get so that's I'm placing the template. And
okay.
We'll do that.
It's the first fireball of the campaign.
Woo.
Okay, come on. Yeah, place and consume. Yeah.
Wow.
And I'm placing it here.
That's a large area.
Okay, it's gonna make a dex saving throw. It's out of legendary resistances.
Yep.
As per your plan.
Yep.
And that is a 8 on the die. It's gonna be a total of 9. So
it's a DC's 18.
yeah.
And then I'm going to use a sorcery point to reroll 4 of those die. The 3 1s and the 2.
Oh my god. Okay.
So this result will, so I'm subtracting 3, subtracting 5, and then adding 15. So 36 points of damage.
Oh my
to all
god.
everything in that area.
Just a massive midair explosion up and behind the rats, and there is an immediate very quick shadow like where you're standing and where like Theo's standing, as it forms like a corona around behind the rats. The rats is like an eclipse of dead rats, and you do a massive, what was it,
36 points of damage.
36 points of fire damage. It just like, and like tons of rats just explode off the back of it, some landing as far back as in the Archelon River. It does not yet change size, but that was a big chunk of damage. Nice job.
And what about the smaller swarm too?
Oh my god, totally forgot about it. Dex save. Nat 1. It's dead. It's gone. And that was no squishy swarm either. They had a pretty decent chunk of HP. Okay.
And performance roll with advantage.
Uh-huh. Fancy moves. $15. Yeah. That's enough to steal the crowd. They cheer. This is like a monster truck show to them now.
Someday.
Okay, cool. At the end of your turn, it's going to use a legendary action to try to grapple you. So that's going to be an attack roll. 19 to hit.
It does not hit because my shield is still active.
Oh, it's still active. Oh my god, yeah. It reaches out with its maw and it just like sending sparks with the teeth of the rats biting against your shield. Cool. That's all it does now. Theo, you've been feels like a lifetime ago. You were thrown against this pillar, dropped prone, and now you're back up. Rue has a flame breath. Shade has a turret. When does that go? The turret.
I think that's something Theo can do as a bonus action.
You're muted, Tim.
You there?
Yep.
Oh,
I'm here.
oh, there you are.
So, yes, I was saying it is a bonus action, and it's something that I would like to use now.
Okay.
Bonus action.
So the flamethrower little robot that is sitting on Shade's shoulder right now.
Yeah. Did any of those...
I haven't
Nothing's rolled
seen
yet.
any rolls.
Let me see if I can get this to work. Standard roll. Do you see anything now?
Nope. Nothing.
Mm-mm.
Gosh, dang it. I have to go into the character sheet and hit the roll button. It's Burning Hands, 3d6. They have to make a dex saving throw.
I actually don't even see the little robot guy.
He's probably
can you
under
roll,
Shade's token.
I had him linked
can
to
you roll
you.
the damage?
Yeah,
roll the damage to the character.
yeah, you got it. I don't know where he went, so I'm just gonna boom. Which one is he firing at?
See, I have that cone set up.
Oh my god, right, yeah.
It's one of the little ones, and then the big one as well.
So it's a Burning Hands thing. All right, it is 8 fire damage. He needs to make a dex save of DC 14. He fails. Can take that 8 fire damage. All right.
Then I will also shoot him in the face.
Sweet. Be aware of what's beyond your target.
Well, there's so many, they'll absorb it, I'm sure.
Yeah.
It's fine.
You didn't bring your armor
That's the
piercing
side that
bullets.
doesn't like- That's the side that doesn't like Theo, anyways.
That's the away team over there.
Yeah, that's the only thing.
Oh god.
Okay, I keep hitting the roll thing, but it's not wanting to do anything.
Weird. Yeah, I'm not even seeing the virtual die or the 3D dice come through. We'll just do the type in the roll yourself, and we'll just have to do it old fashioned way.
This is really bothers.
So you have a +5 to hit, and then a D12 +4 damage.
The command for that is /R.
You can also just there's those default dies down at the bottom of the chat log, and you can just click those to add dice. I think everybody can do that.
I don't know if it's because I'm on this iPad or not. I'm not seeing
Yeah.
that. So it's /R, and then it would be
1d20 plus 5 for your attack.
that comes through.
Yep, that hits. 10 plus 5 is 15. And then 1d12 plus 4 for your damage. Oh, that's rough.
I'm gonna use my inspiration.
You also have your Kyra song that you can reroll any die roll.
I'll use the Kyra then.
Yeah.
I'll use the Kyra.
Use the Kyra.
Yeah.
And you have a bardic inspiration.
You do.
That's a lot
much better. Yeah.
And I'll use that bardic inspiration because I love typing these commands. 1d6.
Yeah.
Come on, baby.
Nice.
Yeah.
Okay, so 18 piercing damage as just ka-chunk right through the midst of them. You hear a bunch of skulls crack. And then like a child's balloon pops on the other side. They're fine. They're all good.
No, yeah, they're fine. It was just a balloon. Then Rue is gonna swoop over here.
Okay.
Is this still swarm over here still alive from after the scorch?
Yeah, there's still. Oh shit! I didn't even notice him in the zone. Dex save for him. He passes, still half damage, which was 8. So he's gonna take 4. He is still alive.
Mm.
Didn't do it by my.
Okay, then. I'm gonna move this effect because I'm making a mess of this now. I'm gonna move a little bit closer so that cone would hit the big guy in that same one that I hit before.
Yeah. If you here, I'll move it one square ahead, and then that should work. Hold on. Can I move a template that's already down? I thought I could. Yeah. Cool.
Okay. Then do that burning hands again.
Perfect. Is it the same burning hands as that's on the flamethrower, or is it a different burning hands?
It's a different
It'll be
one.
the-
I'm rolling
Oh,
it
you're
now.
rolling it. Okay.
He's gonna roll it now. This is gonna be a good
And
one.
I'm gonna use another. I'm gonna use the Kyra inspiration to re-roll the 1.
Okay.
Come on.
They both
it's 9.
they both pass the saves, so they'll take 4 damage each.
Yep.
You're just ripping rats off. That sounds weird.
No, that's actually what I do.
That's what you do.
Really.
Okay. Anything?
And then I'll fly back to where I was at the beginning. My game world is reloading right now.
Sweet. I'll move him back for you.
Thank you.
Okay. We're moving on to Timon,
Oh, that actually, I'm really glad you
who pops his head up.
that I need to go.
Wait, is there somebody already there? Yeah. Falvin, you hear the grate underneath you like rattle as you're standing on top of it. It's like, hey, buddy, Falvin, hey, I'm right here. I got a bomb.
But remember, if I
Oh,
give it to you tomorrow, it'll be.
All
I
right.
need to remember before I get it.
What do I got? Fire in the hole. And he's gonna throw a bomb at the smaller swarm over here, and they need to make a dex save. They fail, so they're gonna take 3d6 fire damage. They take 11 fire damage. And he goes, all right, I'm back in the hole. Goodbye. And he ducks away. Actually, he's got a bonus action. He's gonna healing word Theo. You get 12 more healing points.
What?
He roll. Wow.
I'll take it.
So it's a 1d4 plus 8, and he rolled a 4. So
See what happens when you're nice to Timon?
that's an excellent point. That's an excellent point. With the last, I believe, legendary action this round, the Plague of Rats is going to.
Be like me, don't spend 7 hours on it.
He's already done his big ol' thing. He's just gonna bite Magus and do another thing. And that's a 26 to hit.
Dang, that does hit.
Okay. So you're going to take 11 necrotic damage.
Oof.
Yep. Yep. And then
I need to make a con save.
Oh, you do. Thank you for concentration.
Yep. And I make it.
You make it. Awesome. Well done. It is going to separate out another small swarm right here next to you. It's going to lose some HP to do that. And now it is its turn again now. And now it has 2 forms to do its turn. All right, so it's refilled on legendary actions because it's its turn.
Hold on. Just 1 second.
Yep.
This new little swarm right here.
Yep.
Did that just enter my range? For chance?
Not technically, because it's
Okay.
it is a they appear in that space rather than enter it. But I like
Okay.
your spirit.
I'm gonna take any free attack I can get. Okay.
Totally. So, Falbin, you see this smaller swarm of rats start to twirl and swirl again, and it assumes that tornado form, and it is going to swirl all the way over and just occupy that corner that you and Magus are both in.
That's perfect.
And you guys are within this just writhing mass of just horrible, stinking, disgusting flesh. I need you both to make con saves.
That's perfect. It's just what I needed.
That's bold. Okay, Magus, you're fine. Falbin, you're fine. Okay, it does that. And then the other one, since it's technically flanking you, Magus, it's going to get advantage on its bite attack.
Ah.
Wait, that. Oh no, that did the tornado thing. Never mind.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Gah.
That is an 18.
18 does not hit.
Nice. Oh, man.
Shield is still active.
It, like, hits its own other... pile of rats, and they're like, you feel the pressure of them just like trying to get at you, but like clumsily, knocking into each other. All right, and then we're back up to Kyra. She's just gonna continue her song. So same thing. You guys have a free reroll of anything. All right, wisdom save for the stage hands. They've done so good so far. It's a 13. They still pass. And then a wisdom save for the band. Oh, that's a fail for the band. They the roof of the building they're in has begun to catch fire. And and so they are kind of like they're losing a bit of their nerve and their skill as they play. So you guys do not get advantage this round on performance checks. All right, Shade. This
All right.
swarm here is like all over Magus and Falbin, but it's not looking great. You've got 2 small swarms behind you, and then this bigger one here and a small one here.
Well, I'm gonna take at least one swipe at this small injured swarm. I don't know if it'll actually let me target
This
it.
one here. You don't have to target it. I mean, we're not doing any macros right now that automatically apply damage, but I know which one you're talking about.
Yeah. Well, I guess let me try just rolling a d20 and adding my stuff to it. See if that rolls faster.
Okay, that is gonna hit. I mean, I'm sure your mod is gonna get you there.
I don't know what it rolled. So
It was an 8 to hit. I haven't seen the damage roll come through.
Oh, okay. Well, I didn't roll damage.
Okay.
Yeah, I'll try rolling damage. See if that comes through.
I saw a 3 on the die.
So that'd probably be 8.
Yeah, 8 slashing damage. Okay, it's still up, but pretty badly chopped up.
I'll just try and finish it off, and I'll attack it again.
Okay.
So, see if rolling attack comes through faster.
I don't think so, but 7 plus 8 still does hit.
And I'll just roll damage.
And that's 8 plus 5, right?
Yep.
Okay, you cut it down, but it's going to make a Constitution saving throw. The DC is 18. Oh. Wait, why does it have a -1 con? Oh, okay, because it's small. Yeah, you see, you chop through it, and the rats like collapse to the ground, totally dead, and then they twitch, and then fall dead again. They seemed like they were going to stay alive somehow.
Ooh.
Okay, he's gone. I'm just gonna delete him. Neat.
All right.
Hey, Davey.
Hmm?
Are you attuned to your goose spoon?
I am not, but
But-
because I'm not, I have a certain number of charges of it. Which I don't think I put on my sheet.
I think it was 5 charges. 5 or
I
6.
thought you had said 6, but I didn't put anything on here for it. Crap.
6 is fine. Yeah.
For the text, you mean? Or
Yeah. What does the text do for it?
Let's do the chat.
Oh. Mm-hmm.
Then I won't be able to be in my stance. But you know what? Screw it. Sure, I'll use one of my charges.
All right. So you get to make
And I'll
a movement and then a bonus action attack. Oh yeah, you hit.
Yep.
Are you
And I
attacking
will
the
attack
swarm here?
the swarm up in the corner that's on Magus and
Okay. Those rolls are coming through right away now.
Those are the
No.
ones that he rolled a long time ago.
that's my that's my one for the last roll against that small swarm.
Oh wow. Okay.
Yeah. So targeting that one. I'll just roll my normal attack because it's taking about the same time no matter what.
So 19 on the die and a 9 on the damage die. So 14 damage against this bigger guy.
Mm-hmm.
Cool. Awesome. He is actually going to he's going to drop down to the swarm size. So he is no longer completely encompassing the two of them. You chop out tons of rats.
Cool. That was my bonus action, so that's my turn.
Sweet. Okay, end of your turn. It's going to, the big swarm is gonna,
Performance check.
he can't move.
Yeah, a performance check, you're right.
Okay, the crowd is beginning to panic.
What
You
did
do
I
have a
roll?
Kyra.
Yeah,
If you want to re-roll it.
What was it?
It was a 6.
It was a 6.
Yeah, I'll use my reroll.
Wow.
It's an
An 8 on the die.
Do you still have your bardic inspiration?
No. I
Okay.
used it.
Okay.
So
Crowd starts to panic. People are getting up from their seats and starting to rush to the stairs. All right, where are we at? Falvin. Oh wait, no, this thing is going to make a last-ditch attempt at a bite at Megas since it can't move and do a thing. It's a nat 1. Falvin.
Let's see here. I am going to.
Petrify.
Let's see here. The house rules for flanking do not impart advantage, correct? It's just a +2.
Oh, it's +2 if you have one person on each side, and it's a +4 if you have people on all 4 sides.
Okay, so no advantage. Because I'm poisoned, you know what? I'm gonna just I'm gonna petrify this son of a bitch.
All right. So everybody's got to make con saves.
Huh?
Not everybody. All the rats.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I'm going for the big one. And
Is it every
again, I'm using
creature you want in a certain radius, or is it one creature?
You can use your action to force a creature.
Okay, so the big plague of rats. Cool.
The big swarm. And I'm going to use my last inspiration to force disadvantage on the roll again.
Alrighty, here it comes. An 11.
It makes it.
That's a success. Oh, it's a 10. It's a 10. Didn't we up that? I was pretty sure we upped that.
From 8.
From 8? Oh my god. That's insane.
I'm going to do it again.
Okay, do it again.
Bonus action with disadvantage.
With disadvantage. Come on. It's got to roll pretty low. I think it's got to roll a 5. It still passes. Dang. That's bullshit.
What
This guy's a boss.
Swarm. What a swarm.
What a swarm.
I mean, like, it is so far rolled 8 dice against petrification. With a 25% chance of it failing each individual roll.
Yeah. I'm gonna step here because I can.
Oh, could you not? Because I want to step back.
You could step here.
You remember that
What
time
phase
you
of the
burned his
prank war are we
clothes?
at?
Yeah.
You can step here.
That's where Rue's at.
Rue can fly above your head. It's all right.
Well, I mean, like, if you were stepping where you were going to, I would be then stepping to where you are now. Oh, but that would give me 2 opportunity attacks against me.
Okay. I'm gonna stay here.
Okay.
All right. We're up to
Performance check.
Yep, performance check.
Does it matter anymore?
You might be able to stay them. We'll see. No, they're like.
And Kyra.
Oh, yep,
Kyra.
yep.
Kyra.
Her inspiring song of heroism. No, they're booking it. They're moving out. Okay, Megas.
I would like to take a step back.
Already?
Do I get an attack of opportunity from the large swarm?
Yeah. Is that all right?
I prefer it didn't happen, but I think that's what it does.
Is there any reason it wouldn't?
Is that all right?
Is there any reason it wouldn't happen?
No.
Okay, well here it comes. That's a nat 20.
Oh.
I'd prefer it didn't.
Well,
Yeah. Is that...
that's gonna be hold on, give me a second.
30,000 damage.
Um, 25 necrotic damage.
Ow!
Exactly enough to put Megas down.
Oh, yeah, you feel like you see wounds and veins like turning black under your skin, and then like a patch of your hair, like a streak of your hair turns gray, and you fall unconscious.
And Rue Death Strafe is now inactive.
Yeah. All right. Cool. Theo.
Why did
Do
you
I roll a
say?
death save?
Not yet. Your next turn,
Why
you
did
will.
you say you were okay with being hit? Come on, man.
Does he roll a performance check?
No. At this point, the crowd is in panic.
How convincing is your death? I'll use a potion of greater healing on him.
Okay.
By the way, okay. Healing spells would probably
Take it.
do me better.
Well,
Well, but he wants his action for other stuff.
Okay, yeah, that makes sense.
12.
Well, no, if he's administering to
well,
another
yeah.
person,
If I'm, yeah,
it costs a full action anyway.
I think I'll buy. I won't do that, and I'll just do cure wounds instead.
Okay. I mean, you could also just leave him on the ground.
I know he can fireball now, though.
Yeah, but
Come on,
you can do
cousin.
damage. It's fine.
All right, 19 points of healing.
Jeez. All right. Like it was
Some yo.
My bonus action, I'll use my flamethrower.
like it was nothing. Yeah. Okay, your flamethrower from the tiny flamethrower. So dex save.
And I will put this bad boy. Can I get all three of these?
I think he passed the dex check.
Would that get all three of those, or does it not get that corner one if I do it like that?
Oh, it'll get him. Yeah. Oh, I was rolling the wrong ones.
Sweet.
So these
And I will
three.
do that.
What do we got? So only the. Which one are you? Which one are you?
I'm right here.
No, I know. I'm trying to. Never mind. Only the one backed by Falbin succeeds. The large one and the one right in front of Shade both fail. So they'll take 5 fire damage.
I think I'm gonna use an inspiration. Can I reroll the damage on that? Inspiration?
No, that's just a attack roll or saving throw, I think, or ability.
Okay.
Like it's a D20 roll.
Oh,
I
okay.
think you could use the Kyra roll to reroll one.
You could do that. Yeah, if you wanted to.
So roll a single D8.
Yeah.
Okay, then I'll re-roll one of the, I don't know what the other one was.
There was a 3 and a 2.
I'll not re-roll the.
Oh, no.
No, I won't. Oh my god. I don't think I could do worse. Okay. Well, there it is.
All right.
The rats heal 1 point.
Yep.
Okay, it's the
The soothing fire eases the pain in their muscles.
it's the big plague's turn.
Well, hold on. It's Rue's
Oh my
turn
god,
now.
Rue, I'm so sorry.
Come on, this is Rue.
I'm so
Our
sorry.
mascot. Gonna do a piercing screech on the big swarm.
Okay. What save is that? Constitution?
Yeah, DC
If
10
you pass
Constitution.
this,
He succeeds. He succeeds. That would be funny though if it failed this Constitution.
it's gonna...
He does succeed.
Okay, then Rue will move back and call it a day.
Okay, it's Big Rat's turn. Oops, not Timon's turn. Big Rat
Can you do a
is.
performance check? Is that done?
If you
at this point?
if you get a really high roll, maybe you can save some of the audience. Or not save them from
that
death,
is-
but like. Go ahead and do one. Yeah.
This is gonna be epic proportions.
Yeah, they're running.
Yeah, look at that. What?
All right, so the big swarm is going to move up, and Falbin, it's going to try to bite you. That is a 16 to hit.
Miss.
Okay, and then it really should have had more to do with its actions, because its multi-attack is like, actually, what it is going to do, it's going to absorb, no, that's dumb. Why would it absorb the rat swarms and reduce its own action economy just to heal it? That's dumb. All right, it's Timon's turn, and Timon is once again trapped under the grate, but this time you can't move. You can't move away from him. So he's going to
See you out.
he'll toss a healing word at Magus.
Yes.
That's 10 healing, so 20.
Plus 10. Oh, wait, no, I can't use hedonism again. But
Okay.
Yeah. So
Still 10. That's nice.
yeah.
And then next is Kyra is going to continue her song. The stagehands wisdom save. They've just been bang on with the lights at this point, but now the building is like half on fire, and so they're moving. They're moving to go grab buckets and try to put it out. But at this point, the crowd is just mostly dispersed. And then the band, let's see if they can hang on. The band is like, some of their drum kits are catching on fire, and they're moving out to help put out the fire too. And we're up to Shade.
All right.
I like how you've made it so that the band losing focus isn't the rat's fault, it's my fault.
Yep.
How did that?
As are all things.
What? What? I did not. Actually, I'm confused. Why did I?
Well, it's because the building's on fire.
The problem is the
because-
building's on fire.
That's my rationale for like why or what them failing the roles means in the situation.
No, the DM's doing it right. He's got it. Don't.
But it is your fault, yeah.
Yeah.
All right, Shade, kill these rats.
I'm working on it.
Kill
on
him.
it.
Oh, I forgot.
care of 'em.
You were supposed to take lightning damage or psychic damage from this lightning last time.
Oh yeah. Do I got to roll a save for that?
No, because if you stay in the space, you believe it's real. You've already failed the save, so you're continuing to
I
take.
don't get to repeat a save at all.
No, you just think it's real.
Oh.
Let
well,
me double
yeah, I
check.
guess.
Let me double check.
Because I know for most like illusion effects, they get a
So-
like that we can cast.
Okay,
we get a,
you
they
can-
get a save every turn.
You can use your action to examine the phantasm with an intelligence check.
Oh.
But
Okay.
but otherwise, you treat it as if it's real, and you rationalize any illogical outcomes from interacting with the phantasm. It's
Okay.
You're so convinced of its reality. That's why you take damage.
Okay.
Yeah. Quit hitting yourself.
So it's like if there was lightning striking, normally you'd either move away because it's lightning, or you'd be like so invested in this other thing that you're willing to soak up damage, and so
Yep.
you're
I'm
willing to
soaking
do
up
it.
damage.
There's six more psychic damage.
Ugh. All right.
And then we'll just do that now. If you stay here, I'll go ahead and roll another d6. But if you want to move,
I'm probably gonna move by the end of my turn.
okay.
But I'm just double checking.
I think actually the damage is done at the start of your turn.
Is that at the start?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, okay. Then I guess I'll take more damage.
Okay. That's way cooler though, right? One more damage.
All right. Well then, I guess I will want to move. guess the thing I would want to do is keep wailing on the big one
Yep.
and just
Bluey.
leave attack from there.
15 on the attack, 6 on the damage die. So 11 slashing damage on the first attack.
Yep,
Hey, it
Oh.
came through.
Look at that.
came through pretty quick. Nice.
And 6 more damage.
Alright.
Cool.
Oh.
Anything else?
Trying to decide if... Yeah, I will enter my stance.
All right. Legendary action. Falvin, you're going to take a bite. Nat 1. And Falvin's your turn.
I'm so nimble. All right.
Indeed. So it's still in a... it actually should be a large form right now. I'm sorry. But it's looking like it's falling apart.
All right. And it is within 5 feet or 10 feet of Megas.
It's 5 from Megas.
Okay. I am going to attack this jerk. With my dagger.
Bold move.
Bold.
Yeah.
Bold.
Weird choice. Okay.
Yeah.
A
Kinda
dagger?
out of character.
Yeah.
And, there.
Yeah,
there.
that does 9. Cool.
Then I'm gonna do it again.
Surprising lack of poison going on this encounter. Oh yeah, that does hit.
But
But
I have a Kyra roll, right?
Yeah.
So I'm gonna do that at advantage.
Okay. All right. 11 more damage. All right. It is now a regular sized swarm. I'm actually just gonna replace it with a swarm of rats with less HP than it would have had. Okay, so you guys are just down to the swarms. Anything else? They no longer have legendary actions, so Megas.
Yeah, I think we're gonna just go with Fireball again.
All right.
absolutely.
Gah.
Oh wait. Actually, well, let's see. Oh man, I can only hit 2 of them.
You still want
Otherwise,
to?
I'd be hitting either Shade or the audience.
You still want to do
Well, the
it?
audience is gone. The audience is gone.
Actually, yeah, that's a good point. The audience, we'll say the audience, at least close to here, has left. I can't click on these guys here.
The guys up in the upper corner, are they still there?
No.
Okay. Fantastic.
Okay, so three dex saves.
And we're going to be changing this. So we're going to... There were 4 ones in that. Let's redo that. That's much better. And then I'm going to use a Kyra roll to re-roll that 2 as well.
Okay. This guy fails, but the other 2 succeed on the saving throw. So what is the total damage?
Okay, so 19
34?
minus 4, 19 minus 6, so it's 13, plus 17, so 30, plus 4, 34 damage.
Okay. And then the half of that is 17.
17.
Okay.
Someone succeeded on a DC 18?
Yep. there was a
Wow.
oh,
Nimble rat pack.
oh, I'm sorry. Hold on. I was looking at the wrong one. The one up by Falbin succeeds. The other two fail and are immolated.
It was minus 17 points, not 14.
Right. Still up.
Okay.
Okay. Neat.
Yep.
This part of the stage is just truly boned. There is nothing left.
Yep. That does it for my turn.
All right.
Exploded by the rats. Exploded twice by Magus.
Yep. Theo, you got a plague or a swarm here, and a swarm over by Falbin and Magus.
All right. I'm gonna flame that one to the south there.
Do you need me to roll that burning hands again?
Think I can do it now. I moved back to my PC.
Oh, nice. Okay.
I'll throw that down. Boom.
All right. Dex save. He fails, taking 4 damage. Okay. Anything?
And I'll aim at that same one with my good old musket.
That doesn't hit? What the Oh, no.
Okay. Rue will then
I'm so sorry.
Pinion storm on the same one.
Oh, my God.
Oh, no.
I give up.
Oh, my God.
Nobody else go.
You need to craft you some of those extra bullets and stuff.
Don't you have one Kyra roll?
Say what?
Yeah, you do have
Kyra roll?
Yeah.
a roll from Kyra if you want to re-roll the musket shot or something.
Yes. I'll redo the.
It does hit.
I'm. Okay.
Okay.
Sweet.
He's pretty weak. Still up, but still weak.
And I think I'll use an inspiration to re-roll the attack on Ruse. Oh, okay.
Oh no. Oh.
And I think I'm done with that now.
That's rough, buddy. Oh, sorry. Okay. Timon is he feels like everything is in good hands. And we're just gonna loop all the way back around to Shade. Yep.
Wouldn't it be the swarm's turn after Timon?
Yes. He dropped out of the initiative because I deleted his token and I missed him. Okay, so the one next to Shade is going to attack him with a bite. That's a 21 to hit.
I'll hit.
10
You're welcome.
10 necrotic damage. Thank you. And then Falbin, you'll get us an attack as well.
Bring it.
19
It hits.
for 6 necrotic.
But uncanny dodge. So it's only 3. What now?
What?
I like how it's like there's no chance now that you're gonna take very much damage at all. So it's like this will probably be the last damage you take, but you just gotta minimize it.
Yep.
Always. Always.
All right, Shade.
All right. Well, I guess first things first is I'm going to try and mop up the swarm next to me. See if
Good
I
luck.
can
They're
attack.
freaking ninjas.
Yeah, I think that's gonna do it.
Yeah.
It barely had any health left. So it's down.
All right. And I should be able to move up here.
Mm-hmm. Oh, actually, as you enter its space, it's going to opportunity attack you.
Wait, enter what space?
No, I'm kidding.
Oh, okay. I was like, what? Is there something I can't see? Which is a legitimate question.
These rats are all holding a glaive together.
Yeah.
Oh, it's a glaive fight.
Yep. Yep. A glaive off.
All right. And then I will use my second attack on him.
Okay.
Come on. Can I not? Well, let me target it. Whatever. I'll just roll.
I think that misses. Because it's a +8. Oh wait, +8 to hit. That hits. I forgot what the damage die said. Did anybody see that?
Hopefully
No.
it'll pop up in a second here.
Should show up in a little bit.
I wonder if this is a browser issue.
I don't know. It might be.
We'll have to do some testing
Yeah,
midweek.
Yeah.
Well, we have 2 weeks to work it out.
Now work it out.
Work it out. Oh wait, did we say it hit? Right? And we were just waiting on the
I think
damage.
you said it hit.
Yeah, if you roll a 1, it's gonna die. I don't know why I'm even debating this. It's dead. Okay.
Here, 10 and 10. There it is.
Well, all right. Well, that I feel like that lost a little steam about in the halfway point. So I the pacing I feel like was a little weird. I apologize, but I wasn't sure whether to like kind of fudge wrap it up when it was more intense or to keep letting you guys attack things. I don't know. Like instant critique. I need it. Would you have rather the combat ended earlier, or have more rounds to do stuff?
Well, I don't think it was so much of what the encounter was itself. I think it was more of the fact that we were having more technical difficulties, so a lot of the
That's a good point.
urgency of it was taken out between me on my iPad and
My
Shade
rolls
rolls not wanting to show.
That's a good point.
That kind of made me want to make it a little shorter.
Yeah.
But I think if those hadn't have been a thing, then it would have been fine.
Yeah, that we probably would have been going through it a little quicker normally. Okay, well, I'm not going to worry about it. It is what it is. I was really hoping for a Falbin petrification of one of those rat towers. I hate that DC. I feel like I want to buff it again.
Well, here's the thing, because I like ran some numbers in the background, and you said like it needed to roll a 5 or less
Yes.
to fail that.
Yeah.
The fact that you rolled 9 con saves and it didn't roll a 5 or less, that's an 8% chance of happening.
Wow. Okay. So it really should have happened. It just the dice just were not letting it happen. Oh, that's frustrating. I'm sorry, man. It would have been poetic, but hey, this is Greece and tragedies happen, right?
Yep. That's the way the rat crumbles.
Wow.
And honestly, this tells its own little story because, like, this wasn't an embarrassment, but kind of. So, like, the fact that Lutheria was able to, like, kind of put you guys to task and, like, have your crowd experience just, like, collapse, you know, while you're on stage, like, that's kind of a win for her. I'll tell you what the consequence of either having the crowd here and engaged versus them getting afraid and fleeing is you would have gained an extra point of fame if you had kept them around and like unafraid. So
close.
So close, yeah.
Dang.
So close.
Money.
It would have been money. And actually, I was gonna have them like. Well, I don't want to say too much about what would have happened, could have happened.
Yeah.
You were going to have them throw gold coins at us and we were going to be rich. I know.
They were gonna throw coppers.
See? I made it so that it wasn't as bad as it was.
There you go.
There.
Okay, so out from the stage house, you see the playwright. He is he's a not in shape half elf, and his name is Tassos, and he's in these purple like Lutheria garb robes, and he's like, "What have you done to my stage, you fools? You've destroyed everything here in Astoria City." I shall never come back again.
I'm going to be moving over to the side of the corpse of the actor who was killed.
Oh, yeah. Mm-hmm.
And so I'm aware that he is a priest of Lutheria.
Yes. He's got the...
Then I will... Yeah. What did your goddess do to your actor?
He says, I'm sorry, I know nothing about that. That's simply just a monstrosity from the bowels of this poor city.
One of undeath?
Yes, surely something you've brought to this city. We had 3 nights of this play and nothing happened, and then you show up and you've certainly drawn the ire of some fell beast.
Like, is the blood on the ground literally purple? Like, from this?
Yeah.
Okay, well, from that standpoint, it's like... Shade would just look at the blood that's, I guess, kind of spread over quite a bit of the stage at this point. Like, and the unnatural color of the blood that just so happens to match your deity's preferred color. So happened to match the great boar empowered by your deity means nothing to you?
He says, ooh, big stretch. I have no idea. Why would I've ever seen blood, purple blood? It's disgusting.
Get some rags, mop it up, you can make yourself a new robe.
You saying that to him?
Yeah.
He just... No. And he's like, I'm going to retire. Not his career, just to his quarters. Although I might, my reputation is but ruined.
Are some of the stagehands still around?
Yeah, the band members and the stagehands, they're like kind of sitting by the edge of the amphitheater, out of breath with empty buckets, and they've put out the fire. And the bards give you like a little like rock on sign, like, that was sick, dude. Yeah, I was really feeling it until the building caught on fire.
Well, buildings on fire is still pretty sick, ain't it?
I mean, it's metal. Yeah, absolutely.
This man. Did he have any preferred rights that you would know of?
I think he was more of a lefty, but I think he preferred not to get eaten by a giant meat tornado vacuum thing.
Yeah.
I don't know. Whatever's left of him, we could probably burn him.
I'll go ahead and
I think we've already burned him.
I'll put 2 gold over whatever's left, because I think he was in the way of both fireballs.
Yes, he was.
Yeah, we'll say he's ash and dust now. Well,
is there something left to do last rites over?
If you really want to, yeah, sure.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I'll spend
it's
the
like
2 golds and give him his last rites.
like an Uncle Owen, Aunt Beru sort of situation, you know.
Yeah, still work.
Yeah. There's arms, there's legs. That's about it. Okay, cool. Well, the band members they're like, well, we're probably gonna go hang out at the festival for the rest of the day. That was really cool, though. I mean, drinks on us if you want.
Pretty lit, right?
Might take.
It was, yeah, it's lit. The building on fire.
Yeah.
Hey, it's not our building. It's all good. Yeah, so they'll follow you out of the stage.
Before leaving the stage,
Uh-huh.
I will make my way up to the actor's box.
Okay, it's empty.
It's empty. Oh, they ran away?
Yeah, the whole stadium evacuated.
Aw, what a shame. Okay, I'll leave.
But like as you leave out the I forget what they call it, like the tunnel that comes up through the like people have gathered outside the back. They just didn't want to be in the amphitheater while that was going on. And people cheer when you come back through. They see you're alive, and people are like pressing up against you and asking you to tell them what happened. And you guys see kids with like black and white tiger face paint and like the the kids with like the sticks looking like muskets, and there's kids with like leather bands on their arms, and a few with like mops on their heads, but only a few because their parents look embarrassed. And then out of the crowd pushing through are the Oread nymph and the human Seema and Arya, sorry. And they both approach you kind of in lockstep, and one on each side of your head. They kind of lean up to your ears and whisper for you to meet them backstage tonight, and then they leave.
All right.
And as they ask, like, what happened, I'll say, well, you'll just have to come to our next play to figure out.
Nice. As like you hear just collapsing scenery back in the... They're clearly not going to be able to do a play here for a while. Well done. You've solved my rat undead meat tornado puzzle.
You had me at meat tornado.
I was hoping somebody would catch that. Cool. I have just like a couple of like wrap up things, but is there anything you guys wanted to do in town festival wise before kind of like preparing to head back out?
I would like to seek out Pythor and Honora.
Okay, yeah. They're in the crowd. Pythor doesn't attend the plays just because, I mean,
yeah,
it's been the same thing over and over and over again. And but they're you can find them in like close to the Agora, in the Agora.
And I'll ask them to like kind of like join me in maybe a secluded area.
Oh, sure. Yeah, they'll lead you back to the palace.
Okay. And I will ask him, like, so did you hear what happened at the theater just now?
Oh, yes, incredible sound. I only wish I'd been in the stadium. It sounded like a magnificent feat of flesh and metal. But
it was...
What was that?
It was fun to... It was a horde of rats that bled purple.
Has that relative of yours not been cleaning out my sewers like he said he was? What do I not pay him for?
Undead rats.
Oh. All right. Well, I guess he can stay, and I'll just continue to not pay him. But undead rats, you say?
Yes.
Sounds like Lutheria business.
That concerns me more than it usually would.
Well, why would she send undead rats? Were they here to kill our citizens?
I think they were here to target us specifically, maybe in a moment of glory. It does worry me that she's moving so soon. A few days ago, she sent me a vision.
Kyra kind of narrows her eyes and crosses her arms and like she not angrily, but just like very curious.
In the mines, I was able to trick one of her servants by pretending to be her.
They both like look at each other like, oh, I mean, Kyra knew that you did this.
Yeah.
Yeah. She kind of slaps his arm and says, "It was brilliant. Like, dead ringer. Yeah. Oh, the smoke coming off of his body was just like, whoa. Oh, it was terrifying."
But afterwards, she told me that if I did that again, she would come for my family. Maybe she'll come anyway. The 50 oxen that you gathered, may I have some of them? I can pay you.
Pythor says, I mean, you can have some. I know that my daughter Honora, she has set aside quite a bit for the war, and for feeding.
Oh, is Honora not here?
No, she's working.
Okay.
She's set aside a fair bit of that, which should have been going to feeding us anyway. Some of it is being prepared as a gift to Aresia, to try to continue talks with them, and some of them have been, of course, slaughtered for the festival. But we have a handful that remain that we could part with. Would three be all right?
I would hope for more, but I will take any.
Kyra says, "What do you mean to do with these oxen? I mean, sacrifice, of course, but to whom and why?"
Lutheria has already attempted to meddle in our affairs before, and there was one who was able to turn her away. I would sacrifice them to Mitros as a plea for protection for my family.
Well, I suppose it can't hurt. I would think that, Mitros is, her essence is divine, rather than physical. And if, like you say, she was able to prevent Lutheria from involving or interfering with her dreams, if that would be a method of targeting your family, I'm sure it might help. But as far as, if she were to send her followers physically or something like this, I don't know. I don't know if a sacrifice would be enough. But her nightmares are no trifle.
What more can I do?
Well, they all reside in Mitros, right?
Nearby, yes.
Well, we're doing what we can to prepare for dark times ahead, but they may need to go into hiding if you're concerned that they will be a special target.
I will make the sacrifice. And I will send them word. I don't know if they will... I don't know if they'll take it.
Well then, Magus, maybe, at least for the time being, though we love to prank, you and I, maybe we should try to go a little quiet on Lutheria's radar for just a bit.
As long as she doesn't send more rats.
Well, this honestly may have just been her attempting to get your goat. And I mean, it seems like it worked a little bit. It was a great annoyance, and hardly anyone was here to see it. Or at the end, you know. Still, I mean, amazing feats performed for a little bit. But this is just her type of prank, I'm afraid. But you're all fine, we're fine, and we still have a party.
That we do.
Well, like she said, and I'm assuming you told her the conditions of the dream. Like she said, as long as you don't pretend to be her specifically, then your family should be fine. At least for now.
I don't think those were the exact stipulations of the dream.
She said don't take her form, right?
Yeah, she said, if you ever take my form again, well, when a little boy is bad, sometimes the rest of the class gets punished. The only promise for not harming the family was if I killed Falben.
That's okay. So I think those are two separate clauses. Like,
Okay.
if you impersonate her, expect retribution. If you kill Falben, your family is guaranteed safety.
Right.
So,
Yeah.
like, she'll make no efforts to protect your family or like avoid harming them in the future. But she also won't directly target them. She also didn't say family. She said those you love.
Those I love.
So, anyway,
Probably Timon's going to be on
probably
that
Timon.
list.
Yeah, watch Timon be the only one that dies.
How would you feel about that?
Oh, conflicted.
Your real feelings. Okay, we will. We'll do the sacrifice. You wanted to do that before we leave Astoria?
Yeah.
Okay.
Not tonight.
Yeah,
Because,
I'll have to
yes,
think about
plans.
it. Actually, I'll say that the effect of doing the sacrifice, you'll haggle with Pythor, and he'll give you 5 oxen. If you sacrifice 5 oxen with the intent of Mitros protecting your family, they will be safe from nightmares from Lutheria.
All right. Yep.
Cool. Sweet. Resolved. Shade, you find, kind of walking around, you pass by the Iron Sentinel's office, and you see Nick and Folon training. Nick is kind of teaching him like shield stances and stuff. Seems like Folon's not really accustomed to a shield. He's like more of just like a run in and punch kind of thing. So
He's a monk centaur.
yeah. So he tends to just kind of hold the shield up, but then he's just looking at the back of the shield, and so his vision is just gone. And so Nick is able to sneak around behind and like get jabs in. But he sees you walking by, and he's like, "Oh, bro, come here. Hey, Nick was just telling me you guys, oh man, pulled some clutch hero work back in the forest. You like rescued some teens,
Yeah.
like shotgunned some beers on the way back."
Not until after we got back, but
Oh, dude, nice.
yeah.
Best time to shotgun. So like when are we heading out? Are we I mean, we're got some more partying to do, but are we heading out soon?
Yeah, I think we're gearing up to head out fairly soon.
Cool, yeah, because like, man, Nick is awesome. But like, dude, Shade, you're like my best bro, man. Anywhere you go,
totally.
I'm going, right?
Sure.
Really?
I think we're gonna be going to. Well, I just gotta make sure the rest of the guys are all good with it. But I don't see why we wouldn't say. Well, I don't see why we would say no to another able-bodied member.
Dude. He gives you a predator handshake.
I know we still have some stuff to finish up here. I'm gonna need to spend some time talking to Aesop up at the Dragon Shrine.
Oh yeah. Like he knows what you're talking about. He doesn't know what you're talking about.
Yeah, right.
Yeah. He's like getting distracted.
I was gonna ask Magus to look into seeing if he knows anybody around here that might know something about dealing with that the whole scorpion issue.
Oh, you mean the curse, dude?
Yeah, that.
Oh, I mean, I can tell you what it is. Like
Magus would probably be the one to tell because he's the guy that's
well
good with the magic and stuff.
Yeah, but it's simpler than that, bro. Like
Really?
I know how to fix it.
Oh, what do you got to do?
Well, see, I have to. The whole thing is you have to. If you reach a certain age and you haven't found a rider, like a bonded rider, then boom, you turn into a scorpion, and it's getting close. But I've still got a couple months left. But I just haven't found that bro yet. Like somebody I can really count on just to have my back, like literally. And like I don't know, like I just feel like we've kind of like really vibed, like remember the other day when I came up and I was like, "What's up, dude?" And you're like, "What's up?" And then we wrestled and then we rode around like on the fields.
Yeah.
Like that was so much fun. Like I haven't done that. And, oh man, it was a great time. And it's a lot to ask, because it's like you're like, okay, you're my best bro, like best bro forever, right? And I just didn't want to like pressure you with that sort of thing. And I mean, I can probably find another bro. I just wasn't, I don't know. Seemed like a cool guy.
I'll just have to think about it a little bit.
Oh yeah, totally. Yeah, no pressure. Like I'll just turn into a scorpion, but
well, I'll definitely we'll figure that out.
No.
That happens.
No, I'm just kidding. Because like the thing is, like if we're not actually bros and we try to do the rider thing, then it just doesn't work, and I turn into a scorpion anyway. So, I realize this is probably jeopardizing the whole thing. Telling you how it works, like I wanted this to be an organic like broship. Anyway, just think about it. If we need to like play some beer pong or something, I can show you how legit I am.
Oh, I know you're legit, man. It's just yeah. There's
You got to think about it. It's okay.
the whole bonded rider thing. I think I have a history with that, and I might not be the best choice.
Oh, okay, yeah. I get it. Yeah.
So, but that's part of what I got to talk to Aesop about, and yeah. But I think we're gonna need to talk in detail because depending on what that whole stuff involves for yours, we might be able to see if there's somebody, be it me or somebody else, that would really be able to, mesh.
Sick, man. Mesh is a cool word. All right. Tight. All right. Oh, I'm gonna keep training with Nick, and you think about that, and just catch me before you guys leave.
Sounds good.
All right. Last couple things. If anybody goes to actually Falbin and Theo, I guess, and Shade and Magus, where are you guys kind of collecting?
Is it nighttime yet?
It's like getting nighttime.
I mean, I think we know where Magus is
Okay,
headed
all right.
at night.
We will
So it'd be before that. It's still like dusk.
we'll end with Magus. Falbin and Shade and Theo, what are you guys like wrapping up the day with? I mean, besides
we're
like
just
people
going to
buying
the-
you drinks and giving you like roasted meat constantly.
Exactly. Just taking in the fruits of our labor and the fact that we committed ratricide today.
Yes, you did officially.
Yep.
And they're
That's a
never
lot to come to terms with.
they're never coming
I don't
back.
think we'll ever be the same. Yeah, that was a lot of life forms that died today.
Sure was.
Again.
Again.
Yeah, Theo's just taking that in, thinking about all the birds he's killed. And
Again. They are like pulp
how
now.
happy he feels about all of it. Zero regrets. He loves life and he loves seeing things explode. So he's really excited about Magus's fireballs. Yeah.
I definitely, but between now and next session, you need to craft some random ammo and explosives and stuff.
Yes.
Because like
I
you've
was
had
gonna
the stuff
that
to do it
after the party.
Yeah. Okay. After the party, cool.
Yeah. I wasn't figuring on there being combat, and so we haven't really had
That's a good
too
point.
much time to do crafting wise after I've gotten it. So I was kind of waiting to.
I did kind of
start
spring this on you guys. You guys were long rested. It was all right. Falbin, what about you?
I mean, specifically pancake balls.
Yeah. Actually, as you go in there, Hercus, the druid that was the squirrel before.
Oh, hi!
I put that in my notes. Check in on Hercus. So he's actually there waiting tables. So he's like bussing tables and like serving.
Service
made a
has
life for
improved
yourself.
900%.
Yeah. So
It's about how much faster he is.
he's got like the super crazy eyes, and he isn't speaking, and he kind of occasionally mimics squirrel behavior still. There's still clearly something wrong with him, but he's at least seems happy and comfortable. And yeah, he brings you pancake balls, and his eyes go kind of wide, and he kind of like his buck teeth sticks out at you, and he kind of chirps a little bit, and he hops up on your shoulder, and you guys both go collapsing to the ground. And he shakes his head and kind of like hits his forehead, and he helps you up.
You're not the size you used to be, friend.
He seems embarrassed and frustrated, just kind of like holding his head, like. But he's just an old gnome. Like he's smaller than you by, like you're small, but he's a gnome, so he's pretty small. But he's got a job, but he's definitely not himself still. Anyway,
And it's something Falbin might want to dig into next session.
yeah, I just wanted to bring him back into the public consciousness.
There he is.
There he is. And last thing, so Magus, the area of the amphitheater is pretty quiet. Everybody seems to have kind of collected over by the Dragon's Tooth. And you go in through the tunnel, out through the stage. The blood has not been cleaned up. It's just still everywhere. But you're able to kind of cut a wide berth. And you see lights on in the stage house. Yeah, so
I am so nervous if this is going to be a trap. But okay, let's go.
okay, so you go in, and this is kind of like a storage area where all the sets and props from the other plays are being kept. So you see like a big like a ship that was used for the Estor play, and just various like fake arms and armaments, two-dimensional trees, and then you see a huge like double king-size bed with like 4 posts, and the human Arya, yeah.
Shima
That was
the
Seema.
human.
Yeah, Seema.
Seema.
The human is standing naked by the bed, just like leaning against one of the posts, and sees you come in, and then just with a hand gesture, playfully beckons you over.
Yeah. I go along with it.
Okay. You approach, and then they kind of push you down onto the bed, and then produce a set of leather cuffs with a sly grin.
Oh no. Oh no.
Just kind of with like a shrug.
Do an insight check. I can't do an insight
You,
check. Oh
you
no.
can. I mean, unless Magus wouldn't be suspect.
I mean, like
This is just another.
So
day
like
for
Magus,
right?
Magus is down, but Gray is like suspicious.
like Gray is having like like if you've seen like Castlevania season 3.
I haven't seen season 3.
All right, never mind. But yeah, like Gray is like alarm bells going off.
Right. Well, just
But,
pretend you're Magus.
For pretend I'm Magus, like probably not his first night with theater majors.
No, not at all.
But like getting into bondage and stuff on like the first date, enough to warrant an insight check.
Okay.
And well,
You're distracted.
The lighting is very romantic. The crackling of the smoldering timbers over to the side of the building. Yeah. Basically, they just hold the cuffs and just like wait for your consent.
I wish I had taken the knock spell. Yep, Magus consents.
Okay. You are restrained hand and foot to this to this bed. And then they're kind of standing at the foot of the bed, and they smile and reach for another thing and pull a knife from under the mattress.
Okay, yep.
And this is B narrative. It's all right. And they kind of climb up onto the bed with the knife raised, and then the mouth. You see the drool kind of coming out of the mouth and the teeth becoming misshapen, and the smell goes from perfume to rotten fish, and the eyes go like totally black. And with the knife raised, you hear a voice goes, "Meddler, your heart will squelch and spurt between my teeth, where it will pass to filth. This is for my sister!" And she brings the knife down, but not before a clay flower pot crashes over the back of their head, revealing the trembling Oread behind them. And basically, what you now know is a hag has been knocked unconscious and is now lying on the ground. And the nymph is like, "Are you okay?"
Yes, I'm fine. Thank you for that. I'm assuming you're not going to transform too?
No. What the hell? Anyway, are you using those? Can we maybe repurpose those?
I think that'd be a good grand idea.
Cool.
If you could let me out,
They
please.
they help you out of the restraints, and however you want to handle this hag, whether you want to kill them or like take them to jail or just tie them up and go about your business, it's up to you.
I would probably secure them with the restraints, and I would tell the nymph to return to the Dragon's Tooth and retrieve the rest of the team.
Oh, okay. So, wow. All right. Because they were down. But cool. So they quickly put on their clothes and run and.
Oh wait, no, like what? So they were actually still down while there was a hag tied to the bed?
Not to the bed, but just somewhere.
Yeah, that's just another.
Yeah, I'm just gonna shove it in the closet.
I mean, you said it yourself. The majors and what they're used to, that's what they...
Yeah.
It's another day.
Yeah.
Yeah. Come on, Magus.
Apparently they like the adrenaline rush. So yeah, we're just gonna like secure it into a closet or something and go for it.
Cool. And I think that's where we'll end the session. Yeah, I was like, he's either going to straight up kill this hag, wait for it to like awake and then interrogate, or just continue. And so, hey, option 3. All right, well, we got most of the way through what I had written. So yeah, we'll just next time we'll pick up with visiting the Dragon Shrine to talk to Aesop, and then head back out across the plains to the necropolis. So, all right, well, cool. Thank you guys. Anything you guys need or want to, any nominations for inspiration or anything like that?
I would like to nominate the rat.
The rat.
Because that thing was a beast. I don't know how it saved all those con saves, but
The one with the hat.
The one with the hat.
the one with the hat.
That was the last one to die. Yeah.
Just that one. Yeah. So I think that's worthy of recognition.
Oh man, I now that I'm looking back, I kind of wish I had it die quicker, because all of the really cool things it did were like in the first 2 rounds.
Yeah.
Like the first meat tornado I thought was really cool, and then the tidal wave that Magus surfed on. Can I maybe nominate Magus for that? I thought that was super cool.
That was pretty great.
Yep.
And it had the Phantasmal Force thing, but like almost everybody saved against that. Because basically I stole the lair action from the Aboleth, which basically can, it can do a Phantasmal Force against any number of creatures that it sees. So I could have had, like, it literally was targeting you guys, because I could have had it basically have lightning striking everyone in the crowd.
No.
But that wasn't its intention. It wasn't its point. So...
and I would imagine if this thing was actually more or less piloted by Lutheria, that would have crossed some bounds.
Oh yeah. You guys are in this kind of weird middle space of like, you kind of work for the gods, but not really, and like
free agents,
exactly. And plus, like, she doesn't want to kill her audience. You know, like, they were here to see plays about her, and yeah, this was just her attempt at trying to shame you while you're in a public space, basically.
Magus has no shame.
There you go. You've said it before.
Ooh, leather handcuffs.
No shame.
I have several. It's like a flow chart of that little bit. It's like, okay, the nymph and the human will approach Magus and whisper to him to meet backstage. Subpoint, if Magus bites the hook, blah blah blah. Subpoint, if he consents to restraint, blah blah blah.
I mean, with a 3 on insight, yeah, he's going for it.
It's like I didn't want to force anything on you, because I think that's bullshit. But you know, did you guys know who she was talking about? That she was trying to.
The hag that we killed that was targeting the Oracle.
Yes, exactly. Yeah. So, hey, this is potentially a little hag coven side quest. Who knows?
Yeah. So, like, and with that, like, I was thinking, you mentioned the 3 potential actions. So I was thinking, like, Magus, like, is not going to kill her because there might be information that's going on, because maybe this thing is bigger than we thought. And he's not going to interrogate her because Shade is a lot better at that.
That's true.
And then, like, the third option is, like, he wasn't too ruffled by it necessarily, because, like, even if he's completely tied down, he can still use all of his spells.
Yeah, I was thinking that was probably the case. Yeah.
So, like, if the hag hadn't been stopped by the by the nymph, like, he would have taken care of it.
Yeah. I had that narratively, like, that was only narrative from the get-go. So, thank you for playing along with it.
So, like, it was entirely up to the nymph, and if they were still, and how they were feeling, and apparently they were, like, turned on by the adrenaline rush, so all right.
I think there was a bit of a rivalry there, and it was, like, maybe a little relieving to know that she was actually, like, a horrible monster, and not just, like, somebody she disliked for some reason. So...
finally got the excuse to smash her in the head.
Can I tell you how that went with my game? So our monk who was from Arisia was the one who got like flirted with and went back to a room, and she drew the knife and he tried to fight her, and so she jumped out the window and ran, and we lost sight of her, but we decided to track her. And so we went like way into the deep, to the old woods, and found like the hag's coven's like tree that they live in. And it was like the whole coven. It was like,
Wait, now is this getting into stuff that we will come across?
no, I'm pretty sure this was like homebrew, because none of the forest coven thing is in the module, so I'm not going to use it. That was just what my DM did. But it was me who was playing like a 13-year-old kid, and the monk who was like 18, like fresh 18. And so like we're basically just like teenagers, and we find this tree full of hags, and they're like locked up in there, and we're like, well, we don't, like, why are we here? Like we chased them over here. What are we going to do? And so we went back and got eggs and just came back and egged the tree and then left. And then we never heard from them again. Yeah, we probably would have gotten our ass kicked. But... All right. Well, okay. Well, good.
Okay. Now that Magus trusts the nymph, like, hey, if there are any cuffs left over, like, I trust you now. Whenever you're going, hey, let's go.
Amazing.
Double agent, you're dead.
And fireball.
Yeah, but I have armor that's like resistant to fireball, and it bounces back and it hits you. And it was invented like, before, after special armor.
Yeah, cool. I use my magical feat, and it's ice.
Oh, okay, cool. So my armor actually has a special thing where, like, if you switch it to ice, I could just hit a button, and then it blocks the ice too.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
So.
Hold person, you're paralyzed.
I don't know why we're talking about this.
Sorry, but this is a whirling meat tornado, and it cannot be stopped.
That's true. I feel like I should have had maybe a few more like melee abilities that it had, because like it basically just like was a nuisance. I feel like in the second half, like it was doing some damage to you guys, but it was like more, I don't know, scary
it did
looking.
Kill me.
Oh, that's
It
true.
Did knock me down to
That's
0.
true. You know what? I didn't even think about that. You were just up so.
Oh, sure.
Well, you were just up.
25% of the party laying on the floor.
You were back up so quick,
You just bounced right back up.
That's true.
Yeah, 5-second rule.
All right, I'm gonna stop recording.